Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to 20 Sides to Every Story. Tonight we're running something a little different, a little special. We were once again given the privilege of being able to preview and play a piece of the next Original Adventures Reincarnated number 7 from Goodman Games. This one is The Dark Tower. Um, So this is completely different than any of the other original adventures reincarnated, which were all 5th edition conversions of TSR products. The Dark Tower is a license that Goodman Games has. And so the exciting thing with this is there's a little bit less restrictions with that. So they're going to be able to come out with a version for 5e and Dungeon Crawl Classics. So I know there's a lot of excitement about that. And so that is what we are going to be playing tonight. Last week, Sunday, you might have stopped by. You may have seen Casey was running this very same module in 5th edition. So you can get the side-by-side comparison here of the DCC and the 5e, like how they kind of play out. They're very different systems. The encounters are more or less the same. It's the same adventure. So that's kind of a unique thing. I don't know that I've ever seen what that looks like. So this will be a very fun kind of experiment and comparison. So if you're unfamiliar, Dark Tower is a classic Judges Guild adventure. So back in the day when TSR, was putting out Dungeons and Dragons, kind of the idea of an adventure module was sort of a foreign thing. I think the conventional wisdom at TSR was that dungeon masters wouldn't want that. They were gonna take the products and the books that TSR was putting out, and they were gonna write their own adventures, and so there was no need to be putting out adventure modules. Well, Judges Guild kind of filled that gap, and they put out a number of things that maybe suggested, based on how well they sold, that yeah, maybe there was a need, and so Dark Tower is one of a very well regarded adventure. It showed up on the 30 greatest D&D adventures of all time. I think that was in Dungeon or Dragon magazine. I don't remember, but notable in that it was the only non TSR module to show up on that list. So, um, what we're playing is not a part actually of the original module, but it's actually one of the stretch goals. It's an adventure that was unlocked through the stretch goals, and so I think it's a trilogy. I think there's going to be 3 basically bonus. I don't know where they're at with the Kickstarter quite yet. Last time I looked, I think it was at about 380,000. I know Bob Brinkman, I think the last thing was at 400,000. If they got to 400,000, Bob Brinkman was going to write another bonus adventure. I believe that's correct. So I just put in the chat the link to the Kickstarter if you want to check it out and see what all the things are that come along with supporting the project. I think they're commissioning some like special minis, and there's all sorts of cool stuff on there. So go and check that out. We're really honored to have the opportunity to run through this. So thanks for stopping by and being a part of the experience with us. So a couple of things before we get going. I guess it's been a while, not since I've played DCC, but since I've played level 5 DCC. So we're gonna see how this goes. I wouldn't say that any of us are really DCC experts by any stretch of the imagination, but we will learn together and stumble through this as it's been a bit. I think the last time I did a level 5 DCC was it was like 4 years ago. We were doing Shutter Mountains, so it's been a bit. So, hey, thank you for the subscription. Wow, 38 months, Winston. That's awesome. Thank you so much. There's going to be a couple of housekeeping things we have to deal with here at the get-go, even before we introduce characters or any of that. Well, I don't know. Maybe let's do quick character introductions, and we'll do some of the housekeeping stuff. So I'm going to come to each of you a couple of times through this. The first thing will be just like introduce your character, tell us like kind of the basics about them. Then I'm going to share some information. Then I'm going to come back to you to do some like RP kind of prompts with one another. We'll have you kind of throw throw some info in here to like kind of build some relationships between the four of you. So I don't know. Let's just start out right now with BB Beekman being played by Cliff. Tell us about BB 2.0.
I am BB Beekman the First. I come from a very well family on the Southern Valley. Everyone knows the Beekmans are one of the finest families in the Elven Kingdom. I am a falconer, and I have the finest falcon that I own. I am going on this quest with some questionable characters, and but I will do my best to keep them in line.
All right. Well, one of the housekeeping things we have to do here is you had told me before the adventure started that you wanted to do you wanted to make sure to patron bond with the King of Elfland. So what I need from you is, in order to cast patron bond, you have to spell burn at least one. So you can take that from either your stamina, agility, or strength score. So which do you choose?
Strength.
Okay. And are you just doing minimum spell burn on this? Just one?
Yeah, just one.
Okay. Then go ahead and roll the spell check.
Oh, jeez.
That good,
That's
huh?
not good. Let's see. Okay. Now the spell burn gets added to that.
Yep, you get to add a +1 on there.
Along with my other.
Yeah, then your level plus your intelligence mod.
Okay, my spell check is D20 plus 6, so this would be with the spell burn plus 7, right? So that would be a 16.
Oh, you mean it suddenly was real bad. Okay, so you make contact with your patron, and you're considered a useful pawn. You receive a prominent mark of your patron on your hand, and you can cast Invoke Patron as it relates to your patron once per day. So I'm going to build that into the narrative here in just a bit. But that is your result. So you get to do Invoke Patron maybe one time throughout the adventure here. All right, let's move over then next to Winston playing Crocus the Wizard.
All right, I'm playing Crocus, and Crocus is a wizard. So he's a gaunt man with leathery, wrinkly skin and very wiry, jet black hair. It looks like he might be simultaneously 27 and 57, sort of one of those types. And he has wears billowing cloaks and big hoods and all the typical fare. He has a fine longsword at his hip with a snake head for the pommel and a long, gnarly staff. And Crocus has picked up a reputation as a bit of a friend of the snakes. He's been known to converse with Naga and serpent folk, mostly trading alchemical reagents, as he is a herbalist by trade, or at least he was. And he has moved his way into doing some borderline inappropriate things on his magical research. He's trying to expand his knowledge as greatly as possible. He's a very intelligent person and somewhat lucky. And he comes from a house that of some prestige, but he keeps that all secret under wraps. He's a bit aloof, doesn't like to get too close to people. And because of his snake connections, especially in this day and age, he has a little bit of an unfair bias against him. He doesn't actually do anything with snakes. He has no affinity for them, but the sword and the connection with the serpent folk when he does dealings with them have tainted him in the public's eyes. And so even though he walks a neutral line, he's viewed a bit as a chaotic type of person. And he has 15 hit points.
Most important of all, he's got 15 hit points.
most important defining feature.
Absolutely.
No, but yeah, so he is looking out, and ultimately, like, he's not a craven individual. He's not out to hurt anybody, but he is motivated by adventuring so that he can further his research and expand his knowledge. So everything is a means to an end for him. Not that he has any ill will towards the rest of the party, but at the same time, as long as he gets what he needs, he's going to move on and be happy.
Awesome. Let's move over here next to Gabe, who's playing Duncan the Rogue.
Hi, I'm playing Duncan the Forge Master. Duncan grew up as a orphan and street urchin, basically. One day he pickpocketed the wrong person, a local lord, and got indentured into servitude for a decade. After that, he basically joined the local Thieves Guild, and he never left. He is through and through a real shady dude. If he passed next to you by the street, you wouldn't even give him a gaze, a sidewise gaze. It looks like a normal man, but he is killed and stealed more than he is willing to share with any of you guys. But he's very reserved. He doesn't talk much, but if there's something shady and dangerous, that's the guy you want next.
All right. So, last but not least, we have Durkee Gilmore.
Well, hello there. I'm Durkee Gilmore. I'm gonna start it from the beginning. Back when I was a little boy. When I was a little boy, I used to play field hockey. My daddy wanted me to play golf, but I wasn't really good at that golf. So, instead, I brought my field hockey stick to the golf course one day, hit it really hard, and I was really good. But that didn't get my father's love. No. As I grew up, I wanted to help him out in the glove making business. He thought I was a spoiled brat. So he sent me back to school, and I had to learn things the hard way. That's right. From the beginning back at school, I had to help on the sports teams in the field. I was the water boy and whatnot. And ever since then, I came back and I said, Papa, please let me come back to school. Come back and help you. He sent me out. He sent me out. I've had a number of occupations since then. I was a wedding singer at one time. I helped out in the jam business. I did things with other people. There are many different things. At one point, I was I don't know. I'm not sure, but at one time I was called the son of the devil. I don't know. Either way, I've lived a crazy life, and I'll do anything. I mean, anything to prove to my papa that I'm worthy of being a glove maker. Also, I'm a halfling, and I have 38 hit points. Right?
Well, that's good. I hope Durkee Gilmore has a really high luck score, because I think I might perceive you as having a really low luck score throughout the adventure. I can't even imagine how many Adam Sandler movies you had to endure to come up with that intro bit.
Mm-hmm. It's been rough.
It's rough. All right. Well, that's the cast of characters. I'm trying to think. Let's let me just talk a couple of housekeeping things in terms of like how the game is going to go. One, and this is maybe kind of info for both you players and for the audience. So, we're going to use fleeting luck throughout the game here. And so, I guess kind of explanation just for anybody that's watching that maybe isn't super familiar with DCC. Basically, one of the 6 ability scores that they all have is the luck score. The luck score is an ability score just like all the others, except for it has this feature in which it can be burned away to give bonuses to D20 rolls. We have a couple of characters here that can utilize luck in different ways. Duncan, the rogue. Anytime Duncan burns a point of luck, Duncan can roll... What is your luck die at this point? Is it D5?
D7.
D7. Wow. So every time that Duncan burns 1 point of luck, you can actually roll that D7, and that's what the bonus translates to. So Duncan's probably a good one to give luck to. And Durkee Gilmore, the halfling. Halflings, their special thing is that every time they burn a point of luck, it counts as a +2. And not only that, they can actually like burn their luck to help other people. That's pretty clutch. So anyway, that's what burning the ability score is like. But then there's this concept of fleeting luck, which sort of works like inspiration in 5e. It's a boon that's sort of meant to be temporary and can be used to enhance rolls. The way that the players here can get that is you could redeem it for them from the EXP store. So we'll put the link to the EXP store there in the chat if you want to buy them some fleeting luck throughout the adventure. They also will get a point of luck every time someone rolls a d20 and it comes up a 20. That will get you a point of luck. Point of luck to the person that rolled the 20. And I could give it out for really solid RP. You know, Durkee. Hold up. You know, there's only so many Adam Sandler references that I'm going to understand. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, just good RP, good cool moments. I can dish it out that way. But the caveat to all of this is that all of the fleeting luck that is out there goes away as soon as a fumble happens, a player fumble. So you're incentivized to use it. So the second thing I want to take care of here at the front end of the adventure is these guys are worried. They were asking me, they're like, but Alex, I got all this gold and I want to buy stuff. Like, can I buy stuff? And I kept saying no. However, I'm going to let each of you make a luck check here at the beginning of the adventure to see if there's a little special something that I pre-rolled for each of your characters individually. See if you might be able to get a little something extra. So we will go first. BB Beekman, go ahead and give me a luck check. So you want to roll your luck score or below is how I'm going to rule it for the session.
Just roll a d20 for...
D20.
And I have to roll...
Your score or under.
Okay. My luck is 12 and I rolled 11.
Okay. So you are... your reward is a scroll. A spell scroll. And that spell scroll is a spell scroll of Comprehend Languages. If you use that spell scroll, there is a +2 on the spell check. All right, let's go next to Crocus.
All right, here comes my d20. My luck score is a 14. I'm going to roll a d20, and I rolled a 6.
Roll 6. Okay. You have a potion of Hill Giant Strength.
Perfect.
So basically what that does is it sets your strength mod to, or it's not the mod, but the score would be set to a 21, which I believe equals out to a +4 for strength checks. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I screwed that up. Flip-flop the two of you.
Oh,
Well, let me rewind. Not flip-flop, but BB, yours was a suit of chainmail +1. Sorry, my notes are in disarray. Crocus, the spell scroll was the one for you. So that was a spell scroll of comprehend languages. Comes with a +2 on the spell check if you use it.
cool. I was gonna go ham and just start sorting. People
Yeah, right.
with my 15 hit points. Okay, cool. Got it.
Duncan, go ahead and make your luck check.
Okay. I don't make it because I have a 15. I rolled a 17 on the die.
Okay.
So I'm unlucky.
And last but not least, Durkee.
Let's go a 14. I got an 11.
Oh, well, you get that potion of hill giant strength.
Oh,
That's for you.
oh.
All right. So, there are some magic items amongst you, some consumables, and one set of armor for BB Beekman. I think that is everything I have. So now I'm going to give you kind of the setup here. And setup here, BB, it all starts with you. In that time, when you were trying to commune with your patron, the King of Elfland's Son, it takes a week to do that. And so you or maybe hunkered down in a forest just outside of the Imperial City, trying to commune with your patron. And towards the end of that week, you had a vision, and you can only take it to mean that the King of Elfland's Son wants you to listen to this vision, and it is his directive or his guiding hand that is sending you to listen to this woman who you've been seeing in this vision, in this dream. And you've been having subsequent visions and dreams ever since this time when you were bonding with the King of Elfland's Son. The woman that came before you in your dreams introduced herself as Jamala the Wise. She told you that she was an exalted faithful of a god named Mitra, a god of protection and justice whose holy crusade in in Mitra's mortal life was against the snake demon Set. And this conflict between the Set is sort of this god who is almost like the personification of evil and destruction and war, at least here in the Dark Tower setting. Originally, Set was a demon and fought with this mortal, Mitra, and both of them eventually ascended into godhood and have continued their conflict, their eternal conflict with one another, which boils into the mortal realm. This woman, Jamala the Wise, she explains to you that she is sort of a saint. She's known as one of the lions of Mitra. And she comes before you in this dream to kind of act as messenger and act in order to give you this holy charge directly from Mitra. And she explains to you that when Set was on the mortal plane, he had sired many mortal spawn to carry out his vile agenda and actually have a bloodline running through mortals. All of these creatures that were birthed that can trace their bloodline back to Set are kind of hybrid creatures of humans and snakes and reptiles and spiders, like all sorts of different animals, primarily snake and reptile based, but sometimes with multiple manifestations of these types of creatures. And these chosen sons of Set, are once again practicing and active. They are practicing their chaotic sorcery. They're amassing power, and it has been said, Mitra can feel that they're amassing power to soon carry out larger plots in the world, and that they must be stopped before it's too late. And so your charge, BB Beekman, she explains, is to identify a weakness, a vulnerability, to defeat the chosen sons of Set, so that you might be able to successfully hunt them down and defeat them. Now the problem is, they lurk in secrecy. Many of them take on the cloth of other religions and sort of trick followers to come to their temples and be used as sacrifices in the like dark reaches of the realms where they practice. And so it is in this moment that the wisdom and guidance of a great Sphinx named Ankaret must be employed, and she must be sought out. And so that is sort of your charge here. He tells you some basic information about the Sphinx, that it is believed that her resting place is somewhere in the Red Moon Pass, sort of this big sprawling canyon that is in this like really remote area of the Imperium, of the Empire. And it's sort of known for being a treacherous place. At one time, it was a very active trade route, and it was sort of the primary trade route between the nations that eventually became the Empire and further places out east. But in more recent times, it's become so treacherous that the Empire just looks to seaways and other means to get commerce going back and forth. So this place is really only the most desperate of merchants who are maybe trying to cut some corners or like meet a deadline for whatever reason might fare that way. And so you gathered up this information about Ankaret and this region, and knowing that finding this long lost forgotten tomb was going to take probably years, months to years to find, you started to, this is a holy mission linked to your need to raise your profile within the eyes of your patron. You took this on, and so you went on the hunt. You went trying to find any information you could to narrow down the location of this long-lost tomb of Queen Ankaret. You spent nearly all of your gold doing so, consulting with scholars, traveling from city to city to pore over ancient texts and libraries, and you've even probably hired on a number of crews to go and check out some of these tombs. Many of them that you found these structures. They're built like these lion-like creatures. That's the shape, these Sphinx structures that are out there in Red Moon Pass. Many of them are just that. They're just structures. There's no tunnel system or tomb or anything, just monuments of a long forgotten era. And so up until this point, you've come up short. And it's gotten to the point you've checked out maybe dozens of these things, and all of them have turned up negative. And you're at the point now, you're nearly on the last of your coin, BB Beekman. And you have very little to hire another crew on. And so you concoct a very desperate plan. There's one more place that you need to go check out. And you have created something of a forgery of a treasure map. And you are sort of using this to elicit, maybe there's a crew out there that you can share this information of this map with, that might be enticed by just to go there for the sake of finding wealth. You promise them equal share of the treasure. Maybe you even pepper in a little bit of information about the Sphinx Ankaret, and that she might be able to give a gift to anyone that might be able to brave her tomb or solve her riddles. Whatever you need to sell this, you create a pretty good forgery of this map. And Crocus, Duncan, and Durkee are three that you were able to entice with this prop sometime that you spend together in a smoke-filled tavern. So I'm going to ask you all some questions about kind of what you learn about one another, maybe, that night that you all gather in this tavern. It's an assumed assumption at this point. You all have gathered together. You're going to go on this quest, and so now you're drinking and you're celebrating afterwards. I'm going to ask each of you to tell me about a rumor that you've heard about another person in the group that night. Whether it's true or not, we don't know. But, a lot of drinking happened, and so the stories get kind of muddled. You might be hearing some things secondhand from other people in the tavern, whatever. But we're going to generate some rumors about each and every one of you. So I'm going to make this random, so I'm not just putting one person on the spot here indiscriminately. But I think, perfect. We'll go in reverse order here. Durkee Gilmore, why don't you tell me a rumor that you have heard about BB? Something you heard that night.
Well, I heard that BB isn't exactly where he claims he's from. I heard he was up there in the Shuttle Mountains. That's right. I've heard of you, BB. I don't have my eye on you, bird brain.
All right, I like the Shutter Mountains callback, so I'm definitely gonna give a point of luck for that. So, Durkee Gilmore starting out with a point of fleeting luck. So I'll move over to Duncan. Duncan, a rumor, a story, something you heard about Durkee that night in the tavern.
Duncan is usually very silent as he drinks, but he was captured by Durkee that night, and I don't know why, but he heard or he thought he saw in his eyes a fleeting light of madness. Like Durkee is pretending to be less of a smart person, but Duncan saw the eye of pure evil shining behind that, and he's been on high alert since then.
All right. So we got BB is maybe not who they say they are. And we got Durkee is potentially there's something going on and his soul is tainted, or he's just a little touched in the brain, something. There's some madness afoot. I can buy that. Let's move next to Crocus. Crocus, tell us a story or rumor that you heard about Duncan that night.
So the rumor goes that Duncan is actually a big softy. He likes to pretend like he's the tough guy in the streets, but he sends money home to his mom, who's sick, to take care of her. Doesn't want anyone to know he's got a heart of gold. But I know the truth. He let it slip one night when he was a little drunk and crying like a baby.
Awesome. That'll leave us last with BB Beekman. Tell us something, a rumor, a story, something you heard that night about Crocus.
Well, Crocus claims to be a skilled wizard, but I've heard that he was a much lower level wizard that stole some spells from another wizard, and he's just not capable of casting them, and he's just a novice at it, but he's putting on airs that he has the more ability than he really does.
All right. So, oh man, this is gonna be terrible. The chat said that they redeemed a point of fleeting luck for Crocus, but it never showed up in chat. I hope that was just a fluke and that they will start showing up. I'm not gonna be able to deal with that. All right, so I'm gonna give each of you an additional point of luck here to the start for your rumors and such that you just put together here. So BB has 1, Crocus has 2, Duncan has 1, and Durkee has 1 as well. With that, you all set out. I believe that in the preparations here, some of you are bringing some pack animals. Is that correct?
I think one of us is bringing an actual pack of animals.
Mm-hmm.
It might be Durkee.
Turkey's bringing war horses for everyone.
Okay.
I've got my own war horse, and I'm conversing with it every once in a while. I bend over and whisper in its ear.
I try to sell that at a war horse pack.
All right.
And I also got a cart and a mule.
Okay. Very good. So, any other like last minute purchases or anything that you all think you need before you set out? Otherwise, a lot of you make your last minute preparations. You head out in search of the famed Vale of Sovereigns. That even without BB's pitch in hiring you, you all have heard stories and tales around the campfire about the rumored location of a massive stone structure believed to be the location of the Sphinx Queen, Ankharat. It's the kind of thing that adventurers always brag about. We're going to go and find it, or I'm going to be the first to find it. But it's just sort of a drinking hall type thing. No one's ever been able to verify its existence. And so you've been traveling through the southeast reaches of the Red Moon Pass, which is riddled with structures that bear the look of a sitting lion, face of a woman wearing an elaborate headdress. But most of these are nothing more than monuments to times long past. Still, BB is navigating you all along. At some point, you're on the kind of like the main road that at one point had been used for trade. And he takes you sort of on a little used trail that segues off the main road, overgrown with weeds and such and detritus, and you start to more or less head east through these valleys and of the passageways through the canyon. And the trail winds its way up somewhat, up gentle slopes. Sort of the floor of these canyon floors are kind of windswept. There's like sand and such that has been deposited down along the route. This just kind of reddish dust that kicks up every once in a while. Overhead, you catch sight of a winged raptor that kind of lets out a roaring screech. And there's this scraggly brown-leaved shrubbery that's thorn-riddled. All of this kind of communicates to you that you're walking within a very forsaken landscape, devoid of life. Very few have traversed through here. Eventually, the route angles to the north and begins to constrict as the very canyon walls seem to close in on you. You have to get kind of almost single file, carefully navigating your pack animals through this route. And at times, maybe even having to stop to kind of like help the wagon up over the rocky terrain, but you manage to get it through with no problem. And eventually, there's a warmth, there's a reprieve from the dust and such, and you come to the mouth of the canyon. It opens up, and before you, standing there like a silent vigil, is this massive stone-shaped Sphinx. It seemed carved out of the very like rock of the canyon. Probably stands like from foot to like the top of the headdress is about 100 feet. And you, as you're looking at it, you're coming at it from the face. You can see its body goes back. Leonine. I don't know how to pronounce that exactly. Cat-like body goes back, and you can see its tail kind of wraps around. That's probably about 200 feet long. this massive structure, way bigger than any of the other monuments like this that you've seen. So it sort of fills you with a little bit of hope. Like if any of the things that you've seen before could house a tomb or any kind of spacious hidden chambers, this would be it. And so you can see centered between the outstretched paws as you're coming in to the mouth of the canyon here. You can see there's a set of stone doors, and it's sort of buried, like the sand has over time kind of kicked up and just almost like a sand drift. You know, you can just barely see the tops of the doors. And it would seem that this is sort of like outside the scope of the adventure, but you could keep going. Like the trail like keeps going, and there's you know, the mouth kind of closes in and becomes real tight, and so there's a path that would continue beyond this. But BB, this is you're certain, like based on your research, like this is the last of these structures that you are looking to cross off your list to check out.
This has to be the one that we're looking for. There is no others. There are no others. We're gonna have to dig those doors out, I guess.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm not the digging type. I just show my sort of limp, noodly arms. You're fairly stout, Durkee.
Oh, me?
You're also low to the ground, so you have extra leverage.
I know. I've been doing a lot of jobs there. And listen here. If you need me to take care of this, then I do it. But I'm gonna need a little bit of help. You know, little bit of help there.
I'll toss a gold coin.
Report. Okay. Goes and gets it, and he puts on he has a number of gloves. Daddy used to. His daddy's favorite gloves. He goes and puts them on, and they're all nice and leathery. Gotta keep your hands nice and soft. He's gonna go and waddle over and jump up and begin to start digging.
All right, starting to dig. As you start to do that,
God.
yeah, I can't kill him until he starts doing stuff. So, you start digging, like, and you're starting like at like tell me like kind of where you're digging, like from. Are you going like right up, like are you walking up and like at the doors like digging?
I'd say maybe. Well, to be fair, he would probably get up. Well, how far deep is it? If it's deep enough, he's gonna make it where it's not like a hole you have to jump in.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to put a little bit of a.
Okay, I would say it's probably like 4 feet tall. So
Okay.
You're kind of
Start.
like digging to like create a path to the door. Okay.
You always gotta make sure you got a way out. Mm-hmm.
So as you're doing that, like at first it's like, you know, it's just this reddish, pretty finely. It's very well, yeah, it's pretty fine sand. You're digging, and at some point you notice as you like, the spade like digs into the earth there a bit. It kind of hits something, like there's like an object or something. Pull it up. You're looking as sifting the sand maybe a little bit off the shovel. You can see there's like a bone, like a femur.
Ooh. Fellas? Fellas?
Lucky find.
Yeah, I think I got something over here. Come over here. Let's take a look. Oh, you bet you. Got something good.
All right, I'll bend down and take a look at the bone and try to examine it.
Uh,
Is it like a human's bone?
Yeah,
Femur?
it looks like it is. Probably has been here for some time. There's no flesh or anything that remains. Just a bare bone.
Hey guys, if I was building this mighty complex here, I would fill it with traps. I'll be honest. This is a prime spot for a kill zone.
Oh, yeah. Why you can't say that earlier, dear. Huh?
Is there
All
any
these
way?
comprehend languages on Turkey. Go ahead, baby.
PB, you had something?
I was going to say, well, you know, he's the expert on this. If there's any traps, we're going to rely on him to find them. Then
That's wise. Duncan, you want to take a look?
That's very wise. Let me take a step back.
All right, so
Please.
just to kind of recast what you're seeing here, Duncan, if you're trying to assess the situation. So I'm going to say Durkee probably spent maybe 10 minutes digging to get to that point. So we'll say... Get a look at. So we'll say... I'm just going to use the marker here to kind of show. You've probably gotten, like, pretty close to the doors, like right there. There's probably still 10 feet or so. This is like where the heaviest digging would have to happen, because it's still 4 feet.
And he found the femur here, where we are.
Yeah, we'll say there.
Okay, so Duncan will basically stay clear of the direct path in front of the double doors, move slightly to the left, and then carefully with his 10 feet pole kind of prodding underneath the sand,
Okay.
trying to get to the wall here.
I don't know why I've got like some kind of crazy like battle music happening here. It's not the sound pack that I put on there, but there we go.
It wants blood, Alex.
It wants blood, yes, I know. We all want blood, but we gotta wait. So you're poking in there with the 10-foot pole, and I think again you feel like another object. Like you're hitting something that feels like a solid thing, like you're not getting all the way through. You can kind of feel around with the pole. It like kind of feels like an object in there.
I do this, that means stop, and then I will call Durkee and say, Durkee, help me out. Let's dig around it. Let's figure out what this is, but very carefully.
You want me to dig, do you?
Yeah, around it, around this point.
Okay.
And he points. Like
And he
stay
points.
like 3 feet and around.
Okay, you got it. But first...
Bibi, I think he's calling for you.
I throw him a gold.
Oh, ooh, yeah. Take out another set of gloves. This one's... Ooh, Dad, I don't want... These are my daddy's other favorite gloves. I like them a lot. And he's going to go ahead and start digging, sing a little song. Oh, I go back to school. And you just teach the teachers woo.
Durkee is like the microtransaction like adventurer. Like you don't have to pay him anything at first, but like. All right, so you're digging around, kind of like not directly in front of the doors, but like kind of around that area. So, we'll say another 10 minutes or so, and you start to do that, and more bones are coming out. Like there's a forearm. You see like a piece of a shoulder blade. At some point, like the spine. It seems like it could all potentially be from the same creature. It's all human-sized.
That bodes well, guys. A lot of that folk around here, which means that it cannot possibly go the same way for us, right?
Well, I hope not. BB's kind of shuffling the bones around, kind of assembling them a little bit, you know. Well, this one goes here. This one goes here. We almost got a full person here, so keep looking.
I don't care about the bones. I care about the gold. But yeah, let's keep prodding. I'll keep prodding, going straight for the wall there, to the left of the double doors.
Well, we may have to rebury this individual. We can't just leave a corpse out like that. You know?
Why not? It's not a corpse. It's a pair of bones.
Well, maybe not. You know,
I'll take care for you.
just keep looking anyway. You know. I mean,
No problem. I got it for you. Well, take care of it. Maybe later.
All right.
come on, you're not finished yet.
Sorry.
It's okay. He'll continue digging.
Okay.
And he looks at the door. He goes, am I moving closer or what?
I'm prodding. Follow me. And before you dig, we have to get close to the door first.
So you're digging in front of the door there, Durkee?
I think we're waiting for Gabe to poke around first. Or
Okay.
I'm sorry, not Gabe. Duncan.
Okay. But
Yeah, as you're poking around, like more of this kind of thing. A few other random bones, but there's nothing else. At some point, you know, you're just hitting the rock,
okay.
the bedrock.
Yeah, at that point, yeah, I will make room for Durkee and help him out with kind of clearing a path in front of the doors.
Okay. So another 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes, you clear out enough of the sand that you have access to the doors. And what you see in front of you are two stone double doors. No handles. There's no keyholes, nothing like that. It seems sealed. Like there's some kind of filament or like maybe a cement or something that fills in the cracks and the crevices between the doors. Engraved into the surface of the doors are a few lines of text in a strange language that you don't know or understand. Kind of this hieroglyphic type text.
This whole
I
time
do
I've been
have-
standing back and not like engaging, so I kind of work my way through the little path they've done and come to the door and say, "Well, looks like there's some writing here. Does anyone speak this language?"
I can try, says Duncan, and
Okay.
he has a read languages skill that he can try.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll for that.
So I roll a 17 on the die, got a +3, so that puts me to a 20.
Okay. So with this skill, that's pretty good. You can't like literally read this, but you can gather some information about it. There are 4 lines of text. The 4th line appears to be numerals, and you can make them out. They're the symbol for the number 0, 2, 8, 9. The other things from the text here that you can derive meaning from, you're not really sure about the first line. It has something to do with like math or addition, subtraction, like generally arithmetic. The second line, I'm going to say you can figure out because it's mostly numbers. It says divide 40 by half, then add 9. Third line, you don't know literally what it says, but it seems to be suggesting that you trace, like you use the numbers to give your answer.
Now you said divide 40 by half, and then what?
Then
And
add
then
9. I'll put it
add
here
9.
in Foundry.
Because I was gonna ask, is it divide by half or divide in half? There's a subtle language there. And I'll actually say that. I'll be like, now Duncan, I know that math's not your strong suit, but dividing by half is the same thing as multiplying times 2. Is that what it's asking, or is it saying divide in half? Never mind. Now I'll go up to the door, and Alex, is the language issue, like, do these languages look like terrestrial languages, or they look like non-terrestrial languages?
I would say terrestrial, like, and you could probably verify this with BB, because he'd been, like, coming to a number of these places before.
Mm-hmm.
That this is, like, I guess, Crocus, why don't you give me an intelligence check?
Okay. So in DCC, how does that work? Do I roll a d20?
I'm gonna say if you were untrained, like if it was something that like is outside of like your what you do or are capable of, it'd be a D10 that you'd roll. But I'm gonna say that this you're a wizard, like you deal in strange languages all the time to decode and like copy things into your spell book. So this would be a D20, and then you just add your intelligence.
Okay. Ooh, a 10.
10. Okay.
And as I'm looking at it, I'll say to everyone, well, I do speak 5 languages, and I'm like trying to like figure it out.
Well, what would you do?
And a 10 isn't a bad roll in DCC. Like the scaling of DCs are different. So a 10 is still pretty good. So what this looks like to you is this is like the old text, the old language of the Karancian Empire, which is a defunct empire that was during a time when sphinxes were sort of the powerhouse. They were the ones that ruled all the nations of the world were sphinx.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I'm gonna reach into my pack, and I have this scroll that has been kind of like burning a hole in my my satchel. And I'll grab onto it, and I'll say, Duncan, BB, Durkee.
Uh-huh.
So I've been holding on to this one for a while. It lets me read languages and understand them if I perform it correctly. As you all know and have seen, there's danger with doing magic, but I can do my best. But I could save it for a rainier day than today.
Idea though. Crackers.
Duncan's got us halfway there. Is it enough for us to go off of, or should we go ahead and use it?
So, Alex, does it look like the fourth line, the numbers, the numericals? Does it look to Duncan that you can press them?
No.
No. I was gonna say, Duncan is gonna say, well, I think I understand what the riddle is, but I don't know how to input the numericals they want. To me, it is 2089 in that sequence.
How do you figure?
Well, divide 40 by 2, so that's 20. So 20, add 9, add 8, it looks like an and, add 9. So I think it's so it's 2089 in that sequence.
Well, I watched the first episode. I heard this riddle on the first episode, so I'd be cheating if I told you, but you're wrong.
BB, you're an interplanar traveler. I was thinking, Duncan, it could also be divide 40 by half is 80, plus 9 is 89. Could do that. Depends on how literal they are with their language.
Well, listen. I'll touch the button. I'll click it if you want. No big.
That might be a good idea, actually.
But I'm gonna need a little something for my efforts, you see. What is it there, bird brain? Got a little something else in that purse of yours?
Well, I think the wise wizard, already said the answer, didn't he?
But I'm the one that's touching it.
I'm just thinking we should bust out the scroll. I'm a little nervous.
Go for it.
Maybe
I mean,
more.
Duncan is not gonna oppose Crocus on this. You know, if you feel that we're not getting some of it, I don't want to die here in front of this door like these other unfortunate people. So
Yeah. All right, I mainly just want to roll so I fumble and something crazy happens. So everyone stands back, or everyone stand back, and I'll pull out the scroll and I pull my hood over my head and stroke my wiry beard and look at it, and I'm going to start chanting the words on the scroll, and it just sort of like scrolls expire in DCC, right? Can we use them?
Yeah, the power of the
Okay, so-
scroll will no longer be. So
The words lift off the page and just
yeah,
and I roll
yep.
d20.
Yep, D20. Well, first, any spell burn you wish to use on this?
Man, I don't know. I get a +2 on the scroll. I can't use my normal. I don't get to add my caster level, right?
No, it'll be an additional. So I'll say
okay.
you can cast the scroll, adding your wizard level plus your intelligence modifier plus a 2.
Okay, I'm not gonna burn
Oh,
it.
you probably don't need it.
Oh my god! I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
All the fleeting luck is
That's
gone.
good. So many things can
So
happen.
a 1 is automatically a fail.
I have faith in
All right.
Crocus.
So when
this
is it
is-
gonna happen? What's supposed to happen?
So
I'm gonna just pretend like it worked. Be like, Actually, I guess I gotta roll like a fail or something, right? What happens, Alex?
Is that a fumble, Alex?
the first thing you got to do is we have to determine
lot.
whether it's worse than just you lost the
It's a
spell.
lot.
So roll a d6, and this is modified by your luck modifier. So
Cool.
Remember that rumor that I said?
I knew you were setting this up. 3.
3, and that's with your. Do you have a luck modifier?
+1 on there. Yep.
Okay. So you rolled a 2.
2 + 1.
Okay.
I get corruption, right?
Corruption. Yeah. You don't have a patron, correct?
No. I wish.
So,
That's sweet.
corruption. Roll a.
They roll a d8.
Yeah, roll a d8.
Does this get luck modifier or just the straight
Yes. Luck modifier on this.
d8? All right. It's gonna be. Oops. 1d8 plus 1. A 6.
6. Okay.
Oh my god.
2 dozen short tentacles sprout round each of your eye socket, and I think they're like kind of serpentine,
Oh my gosh.
more like snakes than they are really tentacles.
That was Isaac like, oh.
He's got worms.
This is working. This is what the spell's supposed to do.
And yeah, it's very
It hurts.
painful. The snakes are like biting at your face while you're attempting to cast the
This is
spell.
normal. Oh. They're telling me the words. Oh, it's 89. Oh.
And your face is just like swelling up to the point that you will comprehend no languages here in about a minute or so.
We're up to a great start, guys. I mean, we're basically already solved the riddle.
That's pretty good. That's a weird side effect. I've never seen that before.
You must have gotten that scroll from like the secondhand like the used bookstore.
It's BB's rumor. It's manifesting into reality.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'm gonna go away from the door and sit and just kind of like hold the tentacles and try to like prevent them from biting me. And that's my turn.
I was hoping that rumor was false.
Well, he did say 89. You want me to go over there and touch it there?
That's what I would do, but I would prefer you do it.
Okay.
You're a courageous halfling, aren't you?
I throw him another gold.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's go ahead over there and do it.
Gonna go waddle up, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring out a 10-foot pole as well. And if possible, I don't know how this works, but if there's enough sockets, I'm gonna try to make that, because I did buy 3, I'm gonna make that a 20-foot pole. And I'm gonna just go
Sure.
as far back as I can.
I'm also pretty damn smart.
And I'm gonna go ahead and there press whatever the numbers and see if that works. Try to trace it or whatever.
Nothing seems to happen. You're just like kind of like, and plus you got this 20-foot pole that's like can't really support itself. So it's
Come
like, you know, you can maybe like get it
Uh-huh.
up there to like touch the things, but yeah, there's nothing that activates or anything.
All right. I'm gonna start bringing it. I'm not gonna make us do the whole thing, but I'm gonna slowly go down one section at a time and continue to try to do it
Okay,
until I get to the door, if anything.
so like I said, there's no buttons really on the door.
Oh,
It's just that it
Oh,
could
that's right.
be. It could be that what you need to do is actually trace the numbers. And the writing would be smaller than your hole. So, like, no. The width of it is just
Right.
a little bit thicker than what could get into the...
Oh,
I finally get to there, and I just say,
oh well. Okay.
"Oh, whew." He's gonna go and first open his little flask he has there, takes a little drink of it, puts it down.
Now that's what I call high quality H2O.
And then he's gonna go ahead and trace the numbers. 89.
89? All right.
Mhm.
So as you do that, the massive doors start to slowly grind open. And with the sound of stone on stone, it reveals a chamber bathed in radiance beyond. The ceiling is... Here, let me move you up there and I'll open it up. See the next room. So 20-foot tall ceiling. Standing right in front of you, right in the middle of the floor, there's a stairway. Stairs of smooth-fitted flagstone that descends down into darkness. Before the staircase, you can see a pair of stone statues, each depicting a lion-headed humanoid. Each one is 10 feet wide, maybe 15 feet tall. And each one is like they're both wearing sort of, or depicted as, it's their stone statues, depicted as wearing kind of a ceremonial, almost religious garb, and holding out like in their right hand an ankh. The walls, northeast, west, south, all around this entire chamber are just riddled with like hieroglyphics and like bigger, more imagery, like more like a like stone carving of a scenery than it is really like writing. And that is what you see. Just sort of like dust motes kind of like clinging to the sunlight that's pouring into the chamber right now. Very dusty, this clearly hasn't been opened up in probably centuries.
Crocus, can you see yet?
I don't know. Can I even hear?
Yeah,
I guess I can.
serpent tentacle things start to ease up a little bit, give you a little bit of room.
What a strange of all the side effects. That's what they have in there. Everything is better. I'm glad that my spell worked.
Can anybody read these hieroglyphics?
Yeah, I'll take a look at them. I speak 5 languages. I speak Common, Neutrality, Serpent Man, Naga, and Horse.
Yeah.
Is it Horse?
It is not horse. I don't know. I'm just gonna put up like a couple of images here, just like hieroglyphic type things. These are from a different module, but basically, like on 2 of the walls, it's all of the imagery is heavily like it shows depictions of Queen Ankeret, at different periods of the Consarian Empire. But like on 2 of the walls, we'll say it's on the like east south walls. A lot of imagery of like her talking with humans and humanoids. Seems like, you know, some of it is like her, and you can see definitely like depictions of like seedlings and plants and corn and just general like agricultural like the bequeathing of agricultural like technology and knowledge and like best farming practices and things like that. Writing is another thing, like libraries being built and books being written in with the script. Just general kind of like the bequeathing of knowledge from her to her subjects. And I say subjects very intentionally, like you get this, she's always standing taller than them, she's always looking down on them, so you're inferring that there is sort of a like I'm a benevolent ruler of these little people that are beneath me, but I'm gonna share my secrets. So definitely sort of that kind of feel to it. The other murals on the west and north side of the chamber all depict scenes of like war and warfare. And probably interesting to you, Crocus, in that all of the things that it's primarily sphinxes and maybe armed peasants versus snake-headed creatures on the other side. Or you said you spoke Naga. There are clearly depictions of specifically Naga in the images. Right in the middle of it, you can see what is clearly like a sea or an ocean. And it seems like the snake creatures, like it's telling the story of them coming from another land to this region to invade or attack the Sphinx's empire.
Cool. I'll provide some commentary on that to the crew.
Crocus, do you think that the Sphinxes won?
I don't know. Maybe they sealed something away in here.
Well, I'll tell you that. If I build that stairs right there, I'll put 2 traps on it, not 1, 2. And I would probably put a secret passage in the back on the north wall. Because you're going for the stairs, but that's not where you want to go. But hey, what do I know?
I'm gonna pick up a rock and just like throw it down the stairs.
Okay. You
From
can
a distance.
Yeah, from a distance, the sunlight doesn't quite reach like the second floor, so you cast it down there. You can hear it kind of rolling. Sounds like stone floor down there. Nothing else happens, but you hear it roll.
Okay. I thought maybe if we crossed the plane of the statues that they would attack.
I think we move along the walls, either left or right, and try to get to the north wall to try it out.
Who's the sneakiest amongst us?
I would say the halfling.
Well, let's talk about that for a second. I could be really sneaky if you want me to be. Do. You want me to be?
Either the halfling or the thief, one or the other.
I think I've rarely seen in my life such a sneaky guy. I think you can do that.
No. Why? I would tend to believe you. You know, if. Yeah, he wiggles a little bit.
Can
Okay,
I
have
see
a-
all the stairs? Since I can see in the dark.
Can you? Yeah, you could. You have a infravision.
Mhm.
You don't see
Yeah.
any heat down there.
But do I see that goes into another room or
No,
anything?
no, you don't have dark vision like 5e.
How about this one? I'm gonna do this one for free. Okie dokie. But everything else is gonna be up front. What we say? Do we have a gentleman's agreement?
Yes.
Okay. He's gonna do his best to sneak.
Trying to sneak over
Along
there.
the sides first, yeah.
Okay. I don't remember. Do halflings have a special thing for that? Otherwise, just give me an agility check.
I'm at a +8 -4. I'm at a +4 to stealth
Okay,
Ooh.
sounds good.
because I'm okay, but I have my armor on. Unless I have time to take it off. You mind, everybody?
Are you wearing anything underneath?
No, let's find out. Dooby-dooby-doo. Dooby-doo-doo-doo-doo. I have like bare minimum, but I do have like some cloth underwear on.
That's good.
It's hot in there. I like to breathe. All right, here we go. So I guess, am I okay doing it at a +8 then, Alex?
Okay. First off, what kind of armor do you have?
I am taking off my. I probably should have written the exact armor down. I am taking off my. It gives me a plus for scale mail.
Okay. So my second question is, where is everybody as Durkee is taking the armor off?
God.
Where's
Duncan is hugging the south wall.
Okay, you're
closer
in.
to the door.
You're in the chamber. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
How about Crocus?
Yeah.
You're in there.
I'm in the chamber too. I'm over here on this side looking at the hieroglyphics.
Okay. BB,
Oh.
you're in the chamber.
Yeah, I'm probably
Okay. So
close to
as
the guard.
okay, as Durkee, you're starting to like sing your little song rhyme that you come up with some kind of armor doffing song that rhymes and is goofy. You hear like the stonework, the grinding of stone on stone again, and the doors here close.
Is it pitch black in here?
Pitch black.
Uh,
I'll cast another spell.
I have a infravision as well. If that's anything.
Just
gonna cast-
just a quick clarification on what infravision does for you. It sees heat, and so it doesn't actually allow you to see in the darkness, but it allows you to see like if there was like a living being somewhere in this room, you'd see like kind of like predator like vision, right? Like you'd see like red in an amorphous like person standing over there. So yeah, it's pitch black. It sounds like Crocus, you got something.
Maybe not, because I think that's the same thing. I was going to cast a spell that gives me infravision.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind.
Alex, I got a lantern and oil, but I'm gonna have to try to turn it on while being basically blinded. So
Sure.
that might be difficult.
I think not too bad. You're probably fumbling about a bit, but you know, in the amount of time that it takes Durkee to get this armor off, you'll have it lit. And
Well,
so-
I mean, to be fair, as soon as that closes, I might be putting it back on.
that's true. Oh, interesting. Tuck says ultravision is the old upgrade of infravision. I had never heard the term ultravision. Okay, so lantern gets turned on, and you have clear view of everything. There's kind of eerie shadows that are being cast out from the statues there as you do so. But then Durkee, you finish removing your armor, and then you wanted to do a stealth check to get over there to the north wall. Go ahead and
Sure.
do that.
All right, here we go. +8. Oh God. I fumbled.
Oh,
I got
okay.
a 1.
Well,
We already lost our fiddly luck, so no,
Well,
no harm,
Yeah,
no foul.
but
and I would say you can't critically fail
okay.
this particular
Cool.
thing. So, you kind of clunking around in the dark and like stubbing your toe, even though the lantern light is on. You kind of clumsily get over there. Nothing happens, but it was not graceful.
Okay. Yep. I told you I'm good. It's just like there's like pieces of armor that he has not taken off, so it's just like dragging along with him.
Perfect. All right. So you're over there. What would you like to do now?
North wall. Yeah, sure. I'll start checking around.
Okay. I say give me an intelligence check.
You got it. Dirk is super smart. Here we go. A 6.
You're kind of tapping on the walls and everything, and if there doesn't seem to be anything. This is just a wall, more of the hieroglyphics and.
Mm-hmm. Well, good news is there's no traps. Bad news is I think it's just a wall.
I think they have to go down the stairs past those scary statues.
Well, now I'm looking at it, Alex. Are these like just like half walls, or are they full walls that go up? This right here.
They
That is
are
separating.
Yeah. So that that goes all the way to the ceiling.
Okay, so we wouldn't be able to like jump over and
But
bypass.
No. Yeah, the stairwell. The only way to access it is from the front there. But in terms of like the better description of the wall, I guess it's stonework up to about maybe 5 feet, 4 or 5 feet, and then the mural, like the hieroglyphics and the art, is sort of in this very polished, smooth stone, like the engravings and everything like that's probably like that kind of mid 10 feet, and then again at the top there's 5 feet that just it's stonework, like no mural.
Well,
Thank you, thanks Ed for the bits. Thanks for the cheer.
I don't know if I'm not too bad at. I would recognize that. I would say maybe that. Well, it looks like there's some maybe softer stone up there. What do y'all figure we do? Maybe we somehow get through.
Did you bring any tools? Durkee?
Uh huh.
Do you need a boost?
Uh huh.
Hey, Duncan. Actually, I don't know. BB might be the next strongest, right? BB. How strong are you, BB?
I don't have a negative, but I don't have a plus either.
I think we're equally strong.
Uh huh. Well, while you guys figure it out, I'm gonna go put my armor back on. And then... All right. Yeah. Whoever helps me, if I can, I will try to maybe take like a chisel and hammer and just see if I could try to see if it does anything to maybe get us to bypass those statues.
Okay, so you're taking like a chisel and hammer to this here.
To the hieroglyphs, the soft part of the stone.
Oh,
See if
okay.
we could bypass that.
Like here though, right? Like you're trying to get into the.
Yeah, by making a hole.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Doopy-doo, hammer in the wall as hard as I can. Looky there, I'm a halfling, not a man.
Oh.
I've got a.
I think the statues will come alive just like as they hear this song.
It's a horrible thing. And you said that when I'm wearing that armor, I get negative, right, to all rolls.
Not all rolls,
checks.
like not this.
Okay.
This is just strength. Like you're just trying to
Sounds good.
punch a hole
Okay.
through this.
In that case, I have a 10.
10.
Pretty good.
So like. Yeah, I'm gonna say like you're just kind of like marring like the this ancient art, these hieroglyphs on the wall and the mural, but it isn't like substantial enough to like cave these bricks in and hold the wall in.
Yeah, ain't gonna work.
Oh.
It's Duncan is gonna start prodding the ground between the two statues to see if there's any trap in there, which he expects well to be.
Sure, you go over there, you're poking at the ground. There doesn't seem to be any pressure plates. You don't trip anything while you.
Look at the statues. Does it look like any of the joints or the anks can be part of like a moving mechanism or anything?
Make an intelligence check.
I rolled a 20 net.
Yeah, they do look like they are kind of like, I don't know, like joints on like ball bearings, like that they could move, but they aren't. Like they're locked in place. You can see like the way that the head comes down into the robe. Like there's clearly like a crevice there. Like.
Hey guys, come look at the statues. There's some weird stuff in here. But the good news is I didn't find the traps on the ground. But those statues, wonky. I wouldn't.
Duncan, you think you could manipulate them, like climb up there and move their arms around?
You know what I think? I think they're gonna bash my head with that ank.
You think they're gonna come to life and attack?
Well, that would be cliche, but you know, I'm a man of cliches, so.
Don't. How about we don't even mess with the statues at all? Maybe we just go open the door over there then.
So, Durkee, maybe you're still like hammering, like you're still trying to like get through the wall here.
Yeah.
As you're doing that, the eyes of the Sphinx like move, and they stare right at you, and you see like all of the Sphinxes are looking at you.
Are those the two statues in front of the stairway?
No, the images of the hieroglyphs.
On the walls.
For fellas.
Yeah.
I think I might have got somebody's attention.
Why?
And he's gonna point at the Sphinx statues all looking at me.
And just to be clear, it's not the statues. It's
the eyes. Just the eyes.
The eyes on the images of the Sphinx. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh, isn't that interesting? It's just like paintings that no matter where you go in the room, it looks like they're staring at you.
I would find it more interesting if they were looking at you instead of me there, Brain.
Sometimes they are looking at you. Sometimes I feel they're looking at you because they are looking at you, BB.
I'm gonna go ahead and move a little bit, see if they follow me around.
I'm gonna watch the eyes as best I can.
Yeah, like the eyes just like kind of slowly, wherever Durkee moves, like they're trained on him.
Oh boy. Okay, well I'm gonna go ahead and try my best to get some of that stone that fell on the ground and try to stuff it back up in that hole.
You got some plaster?
I mean, if I could have bought it, I would have had it. Yeah.
They feebly try to like undo the damage that you have done.
A little
but,
spit.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Maybe you stick there. Still looking?
Yeah, they're all scowling. Like
Oh,
very,
now
very
they're doing
serious,
more
very
than
grim.
plowing through dry.
Come here, there. Hey, Donkey, come here.
Man, I'm trying to study these statues. Can you,
I'll come to you. I'll come to you, and I'm gonna go ahead and just. Hey, Crocus, come here real quick, please. I got something to tell you, but I have to whisper.
What do you want to tell me?
I tell you, whisper. Come here. You too.
All right, I'll mosey on up.
Baby, come here. All gather around me in a circle. I got
I've got my
something
hand
to
on my
say.
sword, though.
Are you
Perfect.
just
If this is another,
There's nothing. I haven't done nothing wrong. Let's go open that door there. I'm getting a little distracted. But you guys stay around me as I do it. Let's go.
What door?
Don't we
The
have
door
Can't we see a door here? Or is it a wall?
This is a
I'm
wall.
sorry. Oh, whoops. Okay, well the statue. Are the stairs going up or down?
They're going down.
Oh,
Down.
let's go then. Let's get out of here.
No. Wait. Don't move, Turkey.
No,
These
well, hold on.
statues.
I'm gonna
These
do my
stat-
best
these
to
statues-
keep you guys around me. Hold on, we're in this together. Remember, teamwork. Here we go. We're
I'm gonna
shuffling
fall
together.
behind Durkee. Durkee, I'm gonna give you a coin. Say, I'll take the back side.
Okay, that sounds. Yeah, I like that.
So it sounds like there's at least two of the group that are going down the stairs. Is that where Durkee and Crocus are going?
Oh, I'm not gonna follow him.
Oh,
I'm gonna walk until about this point and then like make stomping sounds
Okay.
slowly behind him.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Durkee, you start to go down the stairs,
Uh-huh.
and I don't know how far do you want to go.
I know it doesn't
All the way?
matter.
What's that, BB?
I'm going to go down the stairs with
Okay.
him.
Okay, BB and
hand in
Durkee.
hand. Let's go.
BB and Durkee are
Get
heading
close.
down the stairs, and who had the lantern? That was Duncan. So you're both in a dark room, or you're in darkness at some point, BB. You feel yourself touch, like you get off of the staircase. You feel like you're on the bottom, but like just around you is dark.
Hey guys, wait a second. I'm still studying at the junctions of the statues. Give me 1 second, okay?
Well, hurry up there, sweetheart.
He looks at Crocus. Hey, I thought they would die, but they're still alive. So perhaps we can go. I don't know.
I think that's what I'm thinking. And I'll go down the stairs once I realize I didn't immediately get destroyed or disintegrated.
Sure. So I'm gonna move you to a different spot here. Let's see. Is it loading up?
Yeah, slowly.
Okay,
Here we
cool.
go.
So while that's loading for you, I'll read the description of what you see as down in the chamber. Duncan brings the light for the party so you can get a clear view of what you see. And
I think we might need the light on for the token. I'll hit refresh just in case.
yeah. Oh no, did I not? I didn't do walls and whatnot for this. That's okay.
We'll be good. We won't cheat.
Basically, what you see as you touch down in here. It's just like a wide open room. Ceilings here maybe 15 feet tall. The main feature, there's no hieroglyphs or anything on the wall, but you do see there are 3 doors, stone doors on the opposite end from where you come into the chamber from. Very dusty. Down here, there's a kind of a layer of dirt on the ground, or a layer of sand, maybe an inch or so. What would you like to do?
Doesn't look like someone walked on this sand, right?
Doesn't look like it. It's very even.
Does the sand look like the same sand when we were coming in? Like I'll bend down and pick up a handful and kind of like look at it. Is it?
Yeah, it's
look
sort
like
of
the
this
sand from
very
the outside?
fine reddish granular sand.
Okay. Well, we weren't attacked by statues.
Yeah, that's surprising. We got 3 doors. You guys fancy center, left, or right?
I think we go left.
Left is associated with the demons.
Wait, what? What'd you say?
I know.
Did you call me a
it's
demon worshiper?
No, that's something I heard on the streets one night. That's okay. Don't bother.
All right, you head over here. Even the walls, you get close to the walls, like the walls themselves are kind of caked with like dust and dirt. You get over here, this is a very kind of grungy looking stone door. Handle on it, like a kind of like a pull push handle.
But that's
All
too,
three
too
doors
easy.
exactly the same, right?
What was that, BB?
All 3 doors are exactly the same, right?
Yes.
That's too easy. They even gave her the handle there. Dirk, you think you want to try to open it up?
Do I want to try to open it up?
Probably not, right? Okay, I'll do that for you. And you know what? I'm not gonna ask you a gold piece for it.
God, we're gonna give you a gold piece for it. Go ahead.
So Duncan will stop to the door and just check it out a little bit, just make sure there's no evident like mechanism and traps.
Okay. Give me your find. You got the find traps skill. You can do that.
Yeah. So I rolled an 8 plus 9 is 17.
Okay. Door seems simple enough. There's nothing outwardly that seems dangerous about it.
Okay, then I'll just grab the handle and see if it opens.
It sure does.
Great.
You can roll initiative.
Oh.
But what happens as you're doing that, you open it, and your sense of all the other doors have opened simultaneously. And you hear some mechanisms up in the ceiling. It almost sounds like maybe some really massive pins, iron pins, maybe just pulled out from the ceiling, and it's coming crashing down. Like you're hearing the stonework is giving way, and you've got like seconds to get out of here. So, give me that quick initiative there.
Is that D20 plus agility, maybe?
Yes.
Yes, that's what it is.
All right.
2.
BB, what do you have?
7.
Okay, Crocus.
2.
Oh no. Duncan?
16.
16. All right, Durkee?
I got 15.
Come on.
Why? Why are you doing this?
So, all right. So the first person to act, I guess it makes sense that Duncan realizes as it's happening immediately that you've been in these situations before, and you just instinctually know that a trap has been activated, and your adrenaline is coursing through your body, your heart rate accelerates. What would you like to do?
I say, bet shit, guys, and I jump forward.
Okay. As you do, you like jump forward like into that doorway there.
I mean, it seems like the mechanism is behind me, right? No, in front of me, right? Like it's the ceiling in the room I'm in that is coming down.
Yeah, so in front of you, there is nothing. It is just a bare wall.
Oh. Well, then I run fast as I can up the stairs.
As you turn around, you just feel like there's some kind of arcane energy that like flows through the room. I need you to give me a will save.
Well,
12? So, as you turn around, you go to try to run to the stairs, and your like body is like, you're just like in slow motion. Every step feels like several seconds to plant down, and you only get maybe you're like right here. You're right here. You see the stairs, but and you're looking up, and you can see like the ceiling is just free falling down on you. Durkee, same thing. Give me the will save.
You got it.
Oh. That would still be with minus the check, right? Or does the will get affected by the armor?
no, I don't think so.
Will save isn't going to be affected by that. It'll be like
I'm just checking.
if it was a reflex, I'd probably say yes.
Okay, sounds good. In that case, I got a 22.
Okay, no problem.
Whoa.
Oh God, Durkee's going to be like the one person that like lives. You can
Ceiling falling on my head. Better one, or I'll be dead.
Oh God, it's so not fair. It's so not fair. So Durkee gets to the stairs and gets like up, like you're on the stairs. You're out of the room.
Mm-hmm.
No ceiling up above you that is falling. So, on initiative count 10, the ceiling is going to deal 5d10 damage.
Oh my god.
Goodbye.
So,
Can I counterspell the ceiling?
Oh no. Oh.
5 ones. Come on, baby.
okie dokie.
Oh no.
$18 points of damage are dealt.
I'm dead.
How does BB look?
18.
18 points, yeah.
Still alive.
Still alive? Oh, okay. So, Crocus, or no, it would be BB up next. So BB, so the ceiling has descended down, falling on you, pinned you in place. Potentially, you could break free, but there's a lot that has to happen here. So first, give me a will save. The same slow spell could potentially impact you.
No, I add what it says for will save here, huh? Right?
Yeah, like +2 or +3 or something like that.
So that'd be 14.
14. Okay, so you are slowed. What that means is you can take normal actions once, only every other turn. With the first being a skip.
I think doesn't an elf usually get 2 actions at 5th level?
Yeah, but no, I mean you're not gonna get any actions this first turn. You can only do that every other. So,
So you're dead. It's gone.
pretty much.
Squish.
You're at the very least you're stuck. You're trapped there. So you're BB, you're like still alive. Crocus, you're unconscious. Pinned it down. Duncan, you can attempt. You can attempt a reflex save as the ceiling descends, because you actually you're close. You're slowed, but the stairs are there. Go ahead and give me a reflex save to see if, even in your slowed condition, you might be able to like fall over and roll over there or something. Is it me? Are you muted?
No, sorry, I was muted. I rolled an 8, but I'm gonna, which would go to a 10, but I'm gonna burn a point of luck.
Yes.
And I'm gonna roll a D7. So I'm gonna roll a D8, and I'm gonna roll if it's an 8.
Yes.
I rolled a 7, so
Okay.
that busts me up to a 17.
All right, you make it. It's not graceful because of the slow spell, but you manage to like kind of will your body to like kind of do like a tumble, such that like when the ceiling falls, like you're able to kind of squeeze your way out, get onto the stair. You do not take that damage.
Oh, I don't take it?
You don't take it. No.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I'm gonna stay in initiative here. Duncan, it is your turn. Now, because of the slow spell, that's still in effect. That's still hitting you. I have to roll for how long. So it's going to be with you for another 3 rounds. So,
Okay.
on this,
I cannot do anything.
you can move at half your speed, but that's all you can do on this turn. So, you could move further up the stairs if you.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Durkee, what would you like to do?
Has the ceiling already fallen?
It's dropped.
down?
Yep.
Okay. Well, ceiling's already fallen. I'm falling down. Then I'm gonna try my best to go help out my party. Maybe see
So
if I could go in there and try to clear out the rubble, or is it completely?
it's like a solid chunk of stone that has descended down and dropped. So like there isn't room to climb under there, and you could probably see that like the weight of it is even still like kind of pressing down. Like this is an insurmountable amount of like concrete and stone to be able to like lift up or.
Well, I'm gonna try.
It's burning out. That's me.
I'm gonna try my best, at least to see. I'm gonna poke at the stone and go, no, my payday, no.
All right.
Ah.
So just kind of in like mourning, like you're like mourning the loss of that, clawing at the. Okay. So with that, Crocus, you're already. So you're level 5. There's like basically like 5 rounds here before it's like dead.
But does getting crushed like do something?
Yeah, eventually. I'm not gonna say it's like it's not immediate death. You're not dead, right? Like
You're fine.
you've got. I mean, 5 rounds isn't like a long time. So you're in
Okay.
the process of being crushed to death. BB, you are still conscious. You're slowed. Tell me what's up with you.
I would like to cast Planar Step.
Planar step. All right, any spell burn?
No, I'm not going to spell it.
All right. Go ahead and make your roll for planar step.
Is that one of those ones if
What
it's
could we
high, you
roll?
can take multiple people?
That'd be nice.
Yeah, if I could touch them.
Yeah, I mean, neither of you moved, so I would say
We're
he
holding hands.
is within reach.
I'm already working on my backup character. Don't worry about it, Cliff. His name is Bob Barker.
The price is wrong.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
I
wait.
rolled a 16 with
What was that?
16.
Okay.
Says with a single step, the caster I can't make a step to a location up to 100 miles distance in this world, which he has personally seen before.
I have to. Give me a minute here.
If I can move my leg just a little.
My stats don't work for Bob Barker. I'm gonna do something different.
Your
I
spell
got a 5 on
does
personality.
not work.
Oh no.
All right, back to the top. Duncan.
Daka will start fumbling with one of the statues, because somehow I believe that I can undo the trap by moving
Okay, give me
the right hand.
a find traps check.
$16 enough?
16. Let me see.
I was gonna burn another luck here.
Let's say 16.
Yeah, I'm gonna
enough.
burn it. It's enough? Okay.
Yeah, I'll say it's enough. So what? I'm not gonna flip back to the other map, but basically, as you're you're very rapidly in the kind of pulling and whatever, right? What you notice is that the pedestal where the statues are standing, when you kind of mess with like the leg, it almost feels like it is attached to maybe a mechanism to release it. And when you do that, like you hear sort of a sound coming from both the left and the right side back behind the staircase, basically in that alcove area or that recessed area where Durkee was messing around.
Mm-hmm.
And so it sounds like almost like there's a door or something there that was trying to open but is like locked or something. The statue is maybe attached to some kind of mechanism over there. Sorry, BB, I didn't give you any damage. Another 15 points of damage, BB.
I'm squashed.
Okay. That will bring us to Durkee.
Just for clarification for me, that hill giant item, was that a potion or a scroll?
Potion.
Okay. And how much would that? I don't know. I'm kind of looking at it on my in my bag of tricks, and I'm like,
Yeah, so if you drink it, it'll make your strength score at 21,
okay,
which would give you basically a strength mod of +4.
okay. I probably don't think that would even be enough to bring an entire.
Maybe momentarily.
No. Hey there, Duncan, stop! Where you going? Friends are trapped here. Come back over here.
Oh. Oh well.
I'm trying to move the statues as much as you can.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna move. I mean, I don't know how I would be able to lift it, and it's pretty dark now, I'm sure.
Well, he's just at the top of the stairs, so I think the lantern is, you could see more or less at the bottom of the stairs from where he's at.
All right.
And he probably just set the lantern down while he's messing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and let him know the plan. See maybe if I might be able to lift this thing up.
Okay, so you're drinking the potion?
Not yet. I want to hear what he has to say first.
Oh, okay.
We got a few rounds. That's why I don't know.
Duncan, I'll just let you respond. This doesn't have to be like a huge thing. What'd you say?
They're gone. Help me figure it out how to unlock this.
Oh wow. That's kind of harsh there, buddy.
So Turkey's having a conversation on his turn. Duncan. Or no, I went from Duncan to Turkey. Is that right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah.
So it comes down to Crocus. So this is turn 2. BB, for you, it's your turn 1, being under the crushing weight of the ceiling. So we're back to the top. Duncan.
Duncan continues to move the feet of the statue, trying to unlock the door.
Okay. So as you're doing that, it's just whatever is over there, you just hear it like a click, 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 click. But nothing further happens. Could be you're on the wrong side of the mechanism.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my turn. I'm
right.
also slowed, so
That's true. I'll give you that one as a freebie on your off turn here. Like, you're still kind of messing with it, but like probably the statue doesn't open the door. It's probably opposite. Door activates the statue potentially, or releases it. Durkee.
Oh, fine. I guess I'll do it myself then. Thanks a lot, there, donkey.
And he's gonna go ahead and pop the potion.
Okay. I'll say you can both quaff the potion and attempt to lift up the ceiling.
Strong hand, left hand, right hand strong. Lift with your back, not your knees. That's wrong.
And he's gonna go ahead and try his best.
Why couldn't it have been Durkee?
How dare you?
I think I still want to die.
I wouldn't blame you, honestly.
All right, let's see it.
All right.
I want to see you succeed, Durkee.
Sure you do. Well, now you do, huh? Okay.
Turkey.
Oh, okay, so you said that's plus 4, right?
Mhm.
To my strength. So that would be a 19. I'll add, I don't know how much more, but I'll burn 1 luck.
Okay.
So that
Is it a
would
21?
be a 21.
So you manage to lift up the ceiling, like not overhead or anything, but
Uh-huh.
enough that it would allow one to crawl under there.
And can I at least yell, hey, jackass, get over here and help me a bit here, please.
Sure. Yeah. Yep. So,
Okay.
Duncan, you hear that? Another round for Crocus. Another round for BB. Duncan, what do you do?
If I do see Durkee, who is single-handedly holding up the ceiling, I'll rush down to see if I can fish my companions out. But again, I'm still slow, so I don't know how fast I can do that.
Yeah. So you'll move 20 feet. So if I'm being generous, that would basically get you to right where Durkee is holding it. So you're not quite under the ceiling yet, but you're like right next to Durkee.
I'm looking Durkee in the face like, yeah, I'm doing my best.
He's blinking like that at you as he's lifting this giant ceiling. Yeah, cool. Well, I guess I'm gonna do my best to try to. Oh, I don't know if I could even. There's no way. I'm gonna just attempt to try to position myself in a position that might be able to kind of stabilize. Try to continue to hold it up. I don't know how long I have. So.
Yeah, you're gonna have to continue to make strength checks to
Okay.
hold it.
You got it.
Your subsequent strength checks won't be as much as like the actual like lifting it up. Like you're just trying to maintain, but
Okay.
and then it's your turn, so you'll have to do this again.
Okay. 19.
No problem. Maintain it. Crocus and BB, another round goes by. And then Duncan.
To the ceiling.
Cliff, father, do you happen to have
Yes.
like a headset?
Do you want me to put that on?
Yeah, I had this issue with you in the temple game. It was just very hard for me to like pick up on what you were saying. Oh wait, because. Okay. What was the question?
Is this any better?
It is right now.
Okay. I was just making a comment that that BB was stuck to the ceiling.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it sounds better. I don't know if like when the sound comes through your speaker, if it like messes with your mic or something. But okay. Well, Percy just redeemed Mitra's blessing. Who is this for? This is for Crocus. Okay. Crocus, roll a d6.
D6, you say? I'm feeling lucky. A 1. That's good,
Okay.
right?
That's all you need, right? If it falls on you, like 6 hit points isn't going to matter versus 1. So, very good. Thank you, chat, for the blessing. And that will bring us to... we'll say that brings us to Crocus's turn. Crocus, were you under the slow spell?
Oh, I didn't make it that long. I died instantly.
Well, actually, it doesn't matter. Enough rounds would have transpired. Actually, Duncan, your slow will be off now as well.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
Crocus, what would you like to do?
All right, so I come to consciousness. I see BB next to me, right?
Yeah. And
All
you
right, I
at
don't
this
have-
point you've only got like there's only like 3 feet. Like you're awake, and basically the ceiling is like right above you. You're like you'd have to crawl to get anywhere.
All right, I am going to cast a spell. I'm sure it's going to kill me. I'm going to cast rope work. And do I have to declare spellburn before I cast it, right?
Yes.
But luck is after casting?
Luck can be after.
All right, let me just double check one thing before I commit to spell burning. What's it called? Rope work. So I just want to check what, like, because there's limitations of how helpful this can be.
Right.
Yeah, rearrange into shape. Can summon and entangle. I'm looking at the rules out to see if I can cast the rope to grab BB.
Okay.
I'm just I'm not sure like the official rules so I can entangle if it's like an 18 or
You get an
an
18,
18 or a
higher.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that, if I were to use that, just my understanding of my own spell. I know it's crazy, but can I use it to like entangle BB and then try to crawl out with BB like attached to the rope, or do I need to hit one of the crazy high ones?
So if you hit the 18 or 19, it would entangle him. It would loop around him. But then you would have like you have him lassoed, so it would come. It'd be up to you to like physically then drag him.
Okay. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna cast it because why not? And I am going to spell burn some of my ability, and I can spell burn from strength, agility, or stamina, right?
Yep. Or combination.
Or a combination. I'll take a point off of agility and 2 points off of stamina. So that bumps them both down to 9, which I think is still a 0, right? On the modifier. All right, so I'll get a +3 on this. Motherfucker.
Oh no! Oh no!
Well, you do
I
have
rolled a natural 1.
Oh, you rolled natural 1. Okay. Well. Okay.
Oh man!
Turkey can't help you out with that.
I saw about that, Buster.
So roll a d6 modified by luck.
Okay.
Ceiling's coming down again.
I'm sorry, BB. It's a 4.
4. Okay, it's a misfire. Roll a d4.
It can't hurt me anymore.
I rolled a 1.
Roll 1. For the next 1d4 hours, caster repels ropes as if by an invisible force. Ropes always bounce away when he approaches, and they slip out of his hand whenever he tries to grab one.
Yeah, so I cast the spell and I pull out the rope, and it just like it repulses
Like
away
a
from
snake.
my body. Like a snake.
Slithers into the darkness in the recessed area underneath the ceiling.
And I'll just say, I think it's meant to be BB, and I'm just gonna start to crawl out all by myself.
Okay, so I'm gonna say you crawl to like basically within like 5 feet of Duncan. You're still under the ceiling, but you're almost there. Like you're your feet away, and that'll bring us to the top of the round. Duncan.
Duncan will basically like hoist Crocus out of there
Yeah.
and ask him, "Where is Bibi?"
BB's still back there. I don't think he looks too good.
Awesome. So yeah, Crocus, you are pulled to safety by Duncan. Durkee, you're still holding up the heaviness of the. You probably can't do this for much longer. Give me another strength check if you wish to continue to hold it.
Sure. Where'd all that rope coming from, there? You got something stuck on you there, buddy. Oh, okay. So that is a 22.
Okay. No problem.
So we're okay still.
You're maintaining it. BB, another round. You got one more round till you're dead.
Please. Yeah, baby.
Or
He's got the
potentially
most
dead.
coin.
Crocus.
Damn.
You're
And
looking-
the only way
you
in
can
there is
see-
to crawl, right?
Yeah, there's 30 feet away from you, at the far end there, BB. You
My
see
only potential spell.
Turkey's gloved hands are quivering. He's doing his best. His little halfling holding up the ceiling. I don't know. His arms looking gorged though. You don't know what happened. He does look a little different.
All right, I want to make an intelligence check. I mean, I want to think through something, Alex.
Okay.
Do I think this wall would crush stone? This wouldn't help anything. Never mind. I'm not gonna do this. I was gonna turn BB to stone, but I don't think I can unturn him to stone. Never mind. There's no unturning. I don't have the unturn ability, so never mind. That would be bad. That'd be just as bad as killing him. Shit. And crawling is like half speed, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so I couldn't even get out there to him if I tried to crawl. Okay. I'm just gonna help hold the wall.
Okay. You go over and lend some assistance. That'll bring us to Duncan.
Well, Duncan is a lawful guy, so given a chance to save BB, he will try to do so. So I will crawl as fast as I can, try to grab him.
Okay. So, this is sort of the last step of getting out of this situation. So, I'm going to say it takes 2 rounds to do this. So rather than continuing, let's just fire those off, Durkee. I'm going to lower.
Okay.
I'm going to lower the DC because you got Crocus helping you out. But just 2 more strength checks.
Okay. And do I still have that modifier, or do I have it for only 1 more round?
From the potion of
Yeah.
build giant strength. I was going to say you have it for these 2.
Okay. All right. First roll. Oh gosh. I hope you lowered it enough. 7.
You said a 7?
7.
How does luck work again? Can we give luck? I forgot how that goes.
Durkee can give it to other people.
Turkey. Give it to yourself, Turkey.
Yeah, I'll do it. I don't know how much.
Oh, jeez.
I'll do it.
Oh, no.
The player doesn't want them to go. I'll burn some luck.
All right.
I don't know if it's even gonna be enough though.
I'm not going to tell you what the DC is.
Oh man. I'm gonna go as far as, because I'm already gonna be at a 0 for a modifier. So, what is it? It's I could get to 9. Is that what it is, or is it 8 before it stays to 0? The
I
modifier.
think
8.
8 makes it a minus
8
1.
is -1. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go.
The modifiers for luck typically only matter on like the fumbles and stuff like that.
But yeah, my luck score goes down too. But it's not gonna matter if we don't have a party. So we'll go. I will burn 3. Burn 3, so I'll have 6.
Does it do a 13?
Yes. Well, no. I'll burn 4, so that'll be an 18. No, I'm sorry. 15. Yeah.
All right. No, I mean problem, but like you felt like your gloves sort of like starting to slip a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because wasn't there something about you put oil on shit?
Well, that's part of the story.
That's part of the story. So like,
But yes,
it's
definitely,
oil.
I do have a couple flasks of oil, and yes, it is good for your skin. You see, you get it all lathered up, and you stay young looking.
I'm sorry I asked, but
Me too. Me too.
but as like your gloves are coming, like they're starting to slip from your fingers, like you kind of have to like go and like shove your shoulder underneath there and kind of hoist it up like this. Then you
Hurry
manage
up,
to do so.
paydays! Get the hell out of there!
I think you got one more, right? That was the first one, right? The first of the 2.
Oh, gosh. Oh, okay, so that would be a 15.
Okay, you're good. So, Durkee and Crocus, you managed to maintain the hold on the wall. And Duncan, you crawl in there and you're able to kind of grab hold of BB's like arm or whatever, and like crawl, pulling him along with you. More or less like modified splunking here to get him out, but you managed to do so. Just in time as
Get his
Durkee and
dead
Crocus
body
have
out.
to release the floor, and it comes crashing down. The
Which we?
number
Oh.
of tons that drop down and give a thunderous shake, and like all this dust kind of kicks up out from the floor.
Oof.
That was a good trap.
And it looks like Casey just redeemed Mitra's blessing,
Oh.
I would think, for
Thank you,
BB.
Casey.
So BB, go ahead and roll a d6, and that is how many hit points you regain.
Five.
All right.
Nice.
So you're out of initiative order. You're all, Crocus and BB. Certainly, even though you've regained some hit points, there's probably some broken bones, some broken limbs, or cracked ribs, or something that you feel as a lingering
Does it look
injury
like
from
I
that.
lost weight?
You look a little thinner.
Well, I'm gonna go. You're gonna
A little
see.
wider.
I'm gonna go up to you, BB, first. And I'm gonna. Tell me you're okay. Tell me you're still okay. You okay?
Ow, don't touch me.
It's okay. It's fine. And I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try to find your coin purse. Be like, well, it's fine. Okay. Well, if you don't mind,
touch me.
I'll go ahead and pay myself.
Don't take my coin purse.
All right. So I'm going to move you back to the other map. There's really nothing further you're going to be able to do down here with the ceiling in the state that it's in.
I think all my coin has been compressed together in one.
Yeah, it's like when you get you squish the coins, the pennies.
All right. So you make your way back up the stairs, back to this chamber where these lion-headed monks stand with the onyx held, hieroglyphs on the wall. What would you like to do?
Anka will continue to point out that there are movement, and it will point out that the left one, the legs, was releasing a mechanism. So he will ask for them to help him and go to the next one, see if he can find something else, the one to the right.
Okay. As you're monkeying around with that one, you're kind of tugging on the legs at the base. Again, kind of back here on the wall, like a panel of the mural, kind of like is moving, lifting, almost like there's a secret door there that is somehow mechanized and attached to the legs of those statues. The one on the left to the wall on the left, the statue on the right to the wall
To left.
on the right.
So how about we do it together, guys?
You mean pull both legs?
At the same time. Yep.
Well, I need a little rester, a little lay down. I'm just kind of like hunched over my staff. But I think it's a good idea.
All right.
I think all my bones are broken.
Even the ones in your ears.
So, do you wish to do some kind of a rest?
Is that a thing in DCC? Can you rest?
Sure. I mean, I guess the only thing about that would be, so I'm gonna say, you brought this wagon, right? Like, what is in the wagon? Did you bring provisions such that you might be on a long expedition? You might be out here for a number of days. Like that would be kind of the limitation. just because water would be difficult to get out in.
I mean, we all are
asking me?
flush, so I think we would.
You asking
think
if
we'd
I
be
brought
welcome.
water? Is that what you're saying?
God. Yes.
Jesus.
Oh, I definitely brought some water.
Well, given provisions, like you could rest, it would be 1 hit point that you'd regain per night of rest. You won't be able to get bed rest while out on the road.
Sure. So you said 1 hit point per night of rest?
Per day of rest.
So we either take a whole day to rest and get 1 hit point.
Yep.
Is there any other benefit to resting besides 1 hit point?
I guess your spells, like the next day, like your spells come back.
Get my rope work.
Yeah.
Question
I'll stop
though,
repelling ropes.
is that door that's between us and the cart still closed?
It is. That is the second piece to this.
Oh, sorry.
So you currently can't get to that stuff, but I'm assuming it is. We've established it's there.
Mhm.
I think rope work was nice and all, but it was just it was an experimental spell. It didn't quite do what I was hoping. So I'm happy to move forward.
But we have no choice. We have to move forward. If we don't figure this thing out, we're dead either way. Well, there's no. I have a water scheme, but that's gonna be gone in a couple of days.
True.
So,
all right.
As you're all talking here, these 2 statues start to move.
We're dead.
They step off of their
Shit.
pedestals, and like kind of Duncan, you're there, kind of checking it out, or as you're having a conversation, you're there, and this thing like steps off the pedestal, and you swear it like looks right at you, and then it moves past you, up to the north here, both in unison. And they seem to just hold up the hand that is the left hand that's not holding the ankh, just rises up, moves forward towards the wall, and hits something, and these 2 little secret doors kind of pop open, like the mural just drops, and there's a recessed little cubby back there. 2 statues both seem to reach out, and there's a wheel affixed to the wall on either side, identical. And in the middle of that wheel is an ankh-shaped like indentation. The ankhs press forward, right into the little crevice, and they turn. They just start turning and turning and turning. And you can hear the grinding of stone down on the lower level as the ceiling and the trap resets.
Oh.
Once they have concluded and finished that business, reach out, shut the doors, return the place to looking like the artwork and everything, and then resume their position on the pedestals.
So, can we get a sense of how to basically block the trap from going down? Like, is that with that ankh shaped thing? If we put the ankh there, would it keep it in place?
I guess you don't know.
Guys, we gotta try.
You gotta try. All right, let's climb up there and grab the ankhs out of their hands.
All right. Roll initiative.
Are they listening to us? All right, here we go. Let's go for not a 2. That was a bad. It's a 1. I've rolled 3 natural 1s in a row. Just want everyone to be aware of this.
Getting them out of the way.
Getting them out of the way. That's right. They've gotten very out of the way. Not causing any problems.
All right, BB, what did you have?
16.
Crocus.
1.
Duncan.
Well, 11.
And Durkee.
5.
5. All right. Let's see. God. Okay. Pull here. Oh, 20.
It's great.
Really good. And so Stone Golem is up first, then BB, then Duncan, Golem 2, Durkee, and then Crocus. So I'm gonna say who were the two who was going for the Ankh? Was it Crocus?
I was definitely not going for the Ankh. I was suggesting we go for the Ankh, though, so I was talking about it.
All right. In that
But
case, I
I'm
will
all
go
broken.
with who's got the lowest luck score.
Now?
Oh,
Probably-
no.
I have a 9 now.
All right. Anyone have lower than 9?
No.
Okay. Durkee.
Sorry,
This
Durkee.
statue steps off, and it first holds up its Ankh, and it casts a spell, or there's a spell effect that emanates from it. Give me a will save, please.
Sure.
Is this a spell that can be counterspelled? Is that how this works?
Sure. Yeah.
No, I
don't
have
know.
to. I have to know what it is to counterspell it, right? Or is that D&D
Yes.
rules?
Well,
Okay.
you would have to have the same spell on your spell list, I believe, is what it is to counterspell it.
Okay.
I don't believe you do. Have the slow spell?
No. I was just
20
curious what it was.
21.
21. Like to burn any light?
No.
That's not good.
No?
I mean,
I mean, if 21 doesn't do it,
yeah, I'm not burning any more luck.
Okay. You get hit with the slow effect.
wow.
So every
Okay.
He's a wheeze.
you can only take an actions every other turn, and your speed is halved. So
10.
down to 10.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
With its second action, it's going to, with its open fist, it tries to bear down and slug it. 21 to hit.
21 hits. Holy crap.
18 points of damage.
Ow. Doo. That hurt me. It would have hurt you.
All right. Some cracking of bones there as the fist pummels into Durkee's diminutive form. Brings us to BB.
BB's gonna swing his long sword at it. Just see.
All
Just
right.
wait.
Brave Sir BB.
And it's only gonna be 12.
That will not do any damage, unfortunately. The clattering of your metal of your sword just kind of rings off of its stone form.
He can actually do a second attack.
Sure.
I got to roll the
D14.
D14 with that, and wait a minute, that's not D. That misses too.
That misses. Okay. Coming up next, we've got Duncan.
Has Duncan ever fought animated stone statues? Like, does he think that he can stab them?
I don't know. Roll me a luck check. Roll your luck score or under.
Nope.
Okay.
I have no idea. So, I guess Duncan will try to hide in the shadows.
Okay. Go ahead and make a hide in the shadows check.
That's a good one. It's a 26.
Okay. So you kind of veer off into the corner over here, stand motionless. Maybe even like leave your lantern, kind of strategically like on the landing there to
Listen.
cast a shadow in that direction. That brings us to the other stone golem. Is gonna move off. It's gonna step off of its pedestal, and it makes its way over to BB in order to rolls a natural 1. That is a fumble for the monster.
Oh.
Oops, not that. All right. As it goes to swing at you, BB, it kind of it's standing like pretty much like right. It just steps right off of the pedestal. It takes like a left hook, and its fist kind of swivels around and hits the portion of the stair landing there that Durkee was like trying to break apart before, and it like breaks off like its hand, its open hand. It's still got the Ankh in hand with the other, and it's going to use that to try to slow you. Will save.
$19.
19. You like to burn any luck?
I'll burn two luck.
2 luck won't get you there. I'm not gonna make you burn that luck if that's what you were going in with. So end of the turn there. It turns. So you are slowed, BB. Half movement. Every other turn, you get to take an action. Okay. Brings us to Duncan. Or sorry, not
Duncan
Duncan.
will-
Durkee.
Oh,
Durkee. Sorry.
Durkee stands there horrified, unable to move, unable to sing.
That is
That's
sad.
the end of my turn.
Crocus.
All right, being a 17 intelligence folk, I would probably understand fire wouldn't work on these guys, right? Because they're made of statues, stone, and stuff.
You give me an intelligence check.
Okay, I'll give an intelligence check. And it's just a D20 plus your intelligence mod.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. 14.
Kind of a high DC, maybe, to know a lot of information about these things. You're not
Sure. Okay. Well, I'll go with Old Faithful then. I'm going to cast a magic missile, and I am going to cast it on the one that's attacking Durkee.
Okay.
Actually, Durkee's healthy, right?
Ish.
You have more than 6 hit points.
Yeah.
more than
I'll
six.
go for the one that's attacking. The one that broke its hand. I'm gonna try to nail it with the magic missile, and so I start to conjure up the spell, and I will do some spell burn because I'm scared. I'm gonna burn 2 strength and 2 agility. So
Okay.
that puts me to 7 strength, 7 agility. What happens if I burn my stamina to negative? Does that hurt my hit points?
I'm not gonna deal with that. It would,
Okay.
but we're not gonna.
I'm burning 2 off of each, so that's gonna put it down to 7. Is that a -2?
I think it's still -1.
Okay, so I'm adding +6 to this. I just need to not roll a natural 1. I'm saying this out loud, so I'm gonna roll it and then I add 6 to this roll. Okay, here we go. Is it not a natural 1? Okay, it's not a natural 1. It's a 16 plus 6. It's 22.
Okay. 22.
A magic missile.
You throw 1d4 plus 2 missiles that do damage equal to 1d6 plus caster level. Nice.
Yeah, so 1d4. All right, here we go. and 2. That's okay.
So
I'll
4
take it.
missiles.
And each one does 1d6 plus 5.
Yes.
Pretty good.
All right. And they're going to each do 11. So it's going to be 44.
44. Okay.
So they just blast into this thing. I'm trying to hit its hand with the Ankh and hit it in the chest and just like hit it in the face, just fuck it up. Little meteorites.
Yeah. So you basically manage to you see bits and pieces of it are crumbling with each blast that hits the outside of the statue. Its form is marred, but it still looks pretty whole and intact. And at this point, upon seeing that spell cast and doing all of that, you might be outmatched here.
Very much.
So go to the top.
Oh, I still have a movement, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna run to where Duncan is hiding.
Okay.
Actually, I guess I wouldn't be able to see him because he's hiding in shadows. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run to where the other ones aren't. I'm just gonna run as far away from the creatures I can get.
Sure.
And I can technically cast another spell. I'm gonna cast Magic Shield to myself without doing any burn.
Okay.
It's a 1d14, right?
Yeah.
I lose it. That was stupid. Wait, can I add luck to it at this point?
Yes, you could.
Yeah, I'll add 2 points of luck to that. Puts my luck to a 12.
Okay.
And that will pass with that'll be a 12, which I think is just I get a +2 AC.
Okay. Sounds good. Magic Shield is up in case any of these things come in pursuit of Crocus. The golem that is attacking Durkee will continue to do so. First attack is a 25 hit.
Uh-huh.
Deals 11 points of damage.
Ouchie.
Second attack also hits,
Uh-huh.
dealing 14 points of damage.
Ouchie. Oh, they do. Lie the die. I think I just died. And I go.
So this thing just kind of double hits, bam, bam, and he goes slamming to the ground. That's gonna bring us to BB.
Can I actually do something this time, or am I not allowed to? Because I'm slowed.
So you were slowed after. So all you can do is move right now at half speed.
Right. I will try to move away from the statue.
Okay. I'm not going to deal in attacks of opportunity and such just now. So you move away. Where are you moving to?
Well, I'm not sure exactly where I am on the map right now.
Generally speaking, where are you headed?
The stairway.
You're going down the stairs. Okay. Sounds good. Next up.
Yeah, I can't move. I probably can't move.
No,
too
you're
far down the
you're like
stairway.
halfway down the stairs. Is basically it. All right, that's gonna bring us to Duncan.
Okay, so Duncan was in this corner and seeing the magic missile do basically nothing is like, so he will try to just move silently across the eastern wall to get to the north here, try to open that door. Because that's the only way he sees out of here.
Not a problem. I'm gonna say you don't even need to make a check just because you saw them open this up. So you manage to open it up and you see that yes, on the inside there is that wheel with the Ankh crank that activates the ceiling trap, or resets the ceiling trap.
And I tried to somehow to lock it in place, but I'm not slow. But anyway, if it's more than a 1 round action, then I'll start doing that now.
Okay, we'll say on your next turn, I'll have you do a Thieves' Tools check. It's going to be kind of a real rush job trying to jam something in there, like you're basically just trying to wedge something in there.
Yeah.
But we will call for that in the next round. That'll bring us to the other stone golem is going to move onto the stairway here in pursuit of BB. 1 attack, because its other arm is usable as a weapon. But it's just with the hand that's got the honk, it's just like gonna try to bludgeon you with that. 25 to hit.
Oh no.
11 points of damage, BB.
BB's down.
Okay. That will bring us to Durkee.
Durkee's unconscious on the floor.
Durkee's unconscious on the floor, so 1 round has passed for Durkee. That's going to bring us back to Crocus.
All right, Crocus is going to follow suit with Duncan and run up to the door.
Okay, over there.
Open it up.
Sure.
And there's the device that's in there, and I am going to, I'm going to try to jam it. I'm going to just take like a dagger or like a tool of some kind that I've got, and just jam it in the wheel.
Okay. On your next turn, I'll say you'll be able to do that. Your turn right here is kind of futzing with this panel and getting it open.
Sure, yeah, that works with me.
And yes, the chat but Wandering Monsters for Dave's game. I'm just reading it. So yes, you can help them out. You can help them out in the EXP store by redeeming Bleeding Luck, or it seems like what they need right now is Mitra's Blessing, which gives them a 1d6 health back. So we're back to the top. Stone Golem that just dropped Durkee is going to move around the corner here and come right up behind Duncan. Seeing that you have discovered its little secret door, I'm going to first try to hit you with the slow. So give me a will save.
Well, I cannot make it. Like, if a 21 misses, I got a +1, even if I roll a 20. Yeah, I don't know, 8. So,
You are slowed. The thing then tries to hit you. 17 to hit.
hits.
13 points of damage.
Okay.
That'll bring us to BB. You're down, correct?
That's right.
Okay. 1 round has gone by for... Right, that brings us to Duncan. You're also down? Or...
No, I'm
You're
still
up.
up.
Okay.
I'm still up. I have only 20 points. I will try to crank something in there. I have a small hammer and then iron spikes. I'll just ram one in there and just try to kind of zoom out. Actually, I'm slowed, so I don't know. I cannot do anything of that. So
That's right. Yeah. So
I'm like looking at the statue in total befuddlement.
are you waiting there in hopes of jamming something in, or are you moving away?
Even if I move half speed, I'm pretty sure they're gonna catch up with me.
Yeah.
I'm in a bind. I think Duncan will be like befuddled, wait for the thing to heal him, coming down.
All right. Sounds good. Oh man. Okay. So that is going to bring us to the other stone golem. Okay. The other stone golem is going to move off the stairs there. Where, Crocus, you're like in the corner somewhere over here. Is that where you were?
I'm working on the panel on the
Oh,
other
you're working on the
side.
panel. That's right. Okay. So, just have to look at... I think these things are relatively slow moving. No, they're not. Never mind.
I will also say I mishandled my spell from earlier. I forgot to add the +7 modifier to it, so I have a +4 for my shield.
Oh, okay.
Not that that's gonna matter, but just
Might not matter. But
not gonna.
the stone golem doesn't quite get to you. He's like 10 feet. He's like 10 feet away behind you, Crocus, and you just feel his presence. And that's gonna bring us to. So, Dawson, Mitra's blessing. Who is that going to? It matters. It is Durkee's turn next. I'm gonna. They all look dead to me. Yeah, okay. So, Durkee, go ahead and roll d6.
He said, bruh, I don't know. 5.
Okay, so 5 hit points. You're lying on your back. Fortunately, when your eyes open up, the thing isn't still standing right, looming right over you, but you can see it back here. You can see Duncan on the ground. You probably also maybe see BB's body. Once you stand up, you'll see BB's body lying 10 feet down on the stairway.
Here's my question. I know you said every other round is when this is affected. The last round I was down. I got back up, and should be the round where I'm not able to do anything. Am I able to do something, or am I not able to do anything?
Give me a luck check.
Oh. Alright, here we go. Four. No, 7. 7. So that's still under.
Okay, so you can do something this turn.
Okay. I stand up and begin to try my best.
You're
sneak
still
over.
under the influence of the strength
so
thing
I'm
too.
not able to do much. But oh, the strength. I still
You
have the
still
strength.
have, yeah, it lasts for an hour. I'm
Oh,
gonna say
okay.
it's still active.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, either way, I think oh, wow. Could I don't know if they'll follow us, but could I try to open the doors to go outside?
Yes. They are closed shut, though. You're going to have to force them open if you want to get out that way.
Uh-huh.
Then give me a strength check.
Could I use a crowbar?
Sure.
Does that even exist? Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
if
sure.
you got a crowbar,
Yeah,
you know, that's
sure.
all a part of
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Do it down.
Big
Look
roll.
at that crowbar. I'm rolling now. 19.
Yeah. Want to use it in luck?
Burn every point, just go nuts.
Yeah, huh? Because we'll get a rest after, right?
That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
You get all back on rest?
I do, yeah. I believe I do. I
Yeah.
think I
We'll
regenerate.
just go to sleep out in the wagon.
Yeah. I'm
If
gonna
you
go ahead and-
don't, we all die. That's why. Because if you don't, we all die. Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
I go like this. Whoa. No, I
Going.
don't. Oh, here we go. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go
right.
ahead and burn. I'm gonna go 24.
Yeah, no problem. You
Okay.
open it.
Oh, you open the doors open.
So-
Time to go.
You press the crowbar in there, and you're giving it everything you got. It finally just kind of cracks open, like you almost, like you it resealed itself somehow, magically resealed itself. But you managed to break that seal, and a little bit of that like hot heat from the desert comes pouring in, but it never felt so sweet. And you managed to crank that open, and skirt any of that dust or that sand that was still kind of billowing up, planning to, trap you in here. So you got a way of exiting. And I see in the chat, didn't the elf have one godly intervention a day? Yes, one invoke patron that he could use. Potentially. So that was Durkee's turn. We now go to Crocus.
All right, there is a bit of housekeeping here, Alex. One, since my spell is a different number, I roll for the number of turns that it exists. It should be 2d6. So I'm rolling it now. And it lasts for less turns. Great.
Is it specifically turns, or does it say rounds?
Rounds. I'm sorry, rounds.
Rounds,
Yeah,
okay.
rounds. It was 6 rounds, and I rolled 2d6 and got 4. So that's great. Great. The other thing is, I have Mercurial Magic on this one. And it is Temporal Echo. I'm supposed to guess what the roll is going to be, and if I guess right, it keeps casting repeatedly. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to guess 14. This is just for the Temporal Magic piece. So I'm guessing 14. It's 15. Shit. Oh, that sucks. That's okay. I just would have kept casting it. And I'm gonna use. So what that was just for housekeeping for the previous room.
Yeah.
Turn. So right now what I'm doing, I'm trying to jam this thing so the trap won't go off again.
Okay.
That was my action. Can I get it in?
And what are you trying to jam it with? You said a dagger?
Yeah, it's like a dagger. I'm just trying to like get it in there.
Just give me a luck check. Roll under your luck.
Okay. So roll. Can you burn luck to roll under your luck? Did not roll under the luck. I rolled exactly the luck.
Okay. You're trying to jam this dagger in, and like there isn't really a place to wedge it in quite right.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying, but you're also under the stress of having that stone golem right behind you.
Cool. And then can I cast a spell as a second action?
Sure.
With my action die. Okay. So I'm going to cast a spell. I'm going to burn 1 point of strength, agility, and stamina. So it's going to be a +3. I have a 6 on those now. Is that a -2 or what is that?
6 might be a -2.
Okay. I'm just like, my body is just like smoking and flaking off as I'm casting. This is going to be a +3, so it's going to be whatever this roll is +3.
That's still -1.
Okay, so it's going to be 12. This is for detect invisibility.
Okay.
And 2 things are going to happen. First of all, I think it fails.
12 should be enough.
For detecting. Let's see. Well, I guess I have luck if I want to spend. Let me see real quick. I can't type. You're right. No. That is a failure, but I will burn 2 luck points to succeed. Because I want the Mercurial Magic effect. I actually don't fucking care about detecting invisibility.
Okay. What's the mercurial?
Yeah, actually, that's a question. Do I have to succeed on the spell to get the Mercurial Magic? Because it says when you cast the spell, this happens. After casting the spell, blah.
That's a good question. I'm gonna say it has to trigger to get it.
Okay. So I'll burn 2 luck points. So for a brief moment, I can see all invisible inanimate objects within 60 feet, unless protected by a powerful invisibility shield. They flicker into sight and then disappear. Do I see any invisible things within 60 feet of me? No. Just for housekeeping. Cool. And now I am going to start blinking in and out of existence.
Okay.
So what happens is I get a +4 bonus to my AC at the cost of -4 to all my attacks. It lasts for 1 round per spell level, since the second level spells last for 2 rounds. There's a 2% chance I will not return from my involuntary jaunt across the cosmos.
That'd be great.
All right.
So, do you want me to roll that 2% chance right now?
Not yet. Like, let's do it after we resolve the encounter, and then we'll.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so that's Crocus's turn. I haven't really been doing a good job keeping track of the rounds on the slow. So if you have slow, I'm just gonna say it has expired at this point. They have to re-up it if they want. Dawson just redeemed Mitra's Blessing.
That's on BB, right?
Yeah, we'll see if he says somebody. But at the top of the order, we have Stone Golem.
Stone Golem's looking a little weak.
Yeah, he's a little weak. This is the full one. I think this was the one. Maybe that just not. Maybe this is this the one that's right behind Crocus? I don't remember. Or the one-handed.
There was one that was right behind me. I think it was the one that killed BB.
Yeah, so that would have been the one.
Was right
So
behind
I'm
me.
going to say the other one is just going after Durkee. Just cracked open the
Okay.
doors. Going to attack Durkee.
Goodbye.
20 to hit.
Yeah,
15.
that hits. Goodbye.
And it closes the doors. That's going to bring us to BB. Mitra's Blessing. Go ahead and roll a d6. Actually, I'm going to say it second. I kind of like the Crocus. Winston had showed me the text on the wizard's extra actions. I'm going to say that maybe the same applies to the monsters, that they can't use their second action, something outside of like he attacked. His second action should be to attack or use one of its abilities.
Oh, I see.
Not a special
Yeah.
thing.
So you're saying the door's still open?
Door's still open. I'm going to say he kind of positions himself right by the doors, like ready, like to be a barrier, try to close the doors maybe on up. So BB, what did you get on your D6? BB?
I got a 1.
A 1. Okay, you got 1 hit point. You're waking up even more bludgeoned than you were after the ceiling had fallen on you previously. What would you like to do?
How tall are the ceilings in this room?
20 feet.
And the statues are how tall?
Like 15 feet tall.
So can they reach the ceiling?
Not. They probably can't reach like the top of the ceiling. No. Close, but
I'm casting spider climb.
okay. Any spell burn on that?
No.
Go ahead and make that roll.
Uh, 12.
12. Get a plus 10 bonus to climb check. Oh, what's any mercurial magic on that? What? Anything happen when you cast it?
Yeah, it actually, the mercurial magic is 95, which psychic focus. Casting this spell clears the caster's mind and prepares him to channel further energy for 1d4 rounds after the spell is cast. The wizard receives a +4 bonus to other spell checks.
Okay.
This effect does not stack on.
In addition to that, I'm going to say, based on the description of that, as your mind clears, and these 4 large spider-like limbs kind of grow out of your sides. And you have this clarity of mind. You realize that you're in the false part of the tomb, and you made a big mistake. There must be another way in. So you're able to climb up onto the ceiling in relative safety. Okay, so that will last for 10. No, that will last for 50 minutes. And that brings us to Duncan.
Duncan sees the door open and makes a break for it.
All right. So you get out. Well, give me. You gotta try to like skirt under the golem's like legs or do a roll past him. Why don't you give me an agility check to see if you can get out there?
So I have to roll under my agility score.
Yeah, let's do it that way. That sounds good. I could give it a DC, but
I didn't do it. I mean, if I have to roll under, I didn't do it.
equal to or under?
No.
Okay.
I'm 13. I rolled a 17 on the die.
Yeah, you go and you kind of try to do a dive thing. And, like the golem, like kind of like shoulder checks you, and you drop to the ground, pick yourself back up, and it like kind of positions itself to face you. The other stone golem with the one arm, Crocus, you're like kind of blinking in and out of existence. This thing's gonna try to hit you, but you got like multiple AC bonuses stacking, I think, at this point.
You're gonna probably, yeah, you still have a very high probability of hitting me, so go for it.
Okay. It is a 24 to hit.
Yep, I had a 20 AC.
Oh shit. Okay.
Not even close.
12 points of damage.
I go down. I had 1 hit point.
Nice.
All right. That brings us to Durkee.
Lada bada boo the launches. I'm still unconscious.
Thanks for the raid.
Oh.
I'm Butterby.
Hey, Drake Takes, thank you for the raid. Welcome to the... We've been on borderline TPK kind of all night, ever since the ceiling dropped. So they are needing help from the EXP store. They're breaking into this Sphinx's tomb, and they went through the false entrance and hit all sorts of traps. And now they are being attacked by 2 stone guardians of the tomb. We need some heals. Okay, so Durkee, one round goes by for you.
Uh-huh.
Crocus, your first round down. It's gonna bring us to Stone Golem, that is at the doorway there. I'm gonna try to attack Duncan. Oh, a 13?
13 misses. But they have a
Second attack, yes. 16?
16 hits.
16 hits. 14 points of damage.
I'm down.
Down. Who is still up? Is it just BB?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right.
Sneaky.
Everyone else is up. Is down.
Everyone else is down. BB,
That's right,
what
BB.
are you going to do? Can't outgun these stone golems. The doorway is currently open.
Get out, BB.
Does the doorway go up to the ceiling?
The doors are not that tall, but from your, if you want to tell me you're gonna do some kind of like Spider-Man, like swing from the ceiling, try to swing through there. It's possible. Dive through. Get past it.
Do it, BB.
Well, before I do that, I'm going to cast Magic Shield
Okay.
to up my AC.
Sure.
Don't roll 1.
I don't think that makes. I don't think I made it. I think I lose. No, wait a minute. I get a +4 because of the
That's right. From the clarity
material
of mind.
magic. So, so that would be what? 14.
14 gives you a +4 bonus to AC for 2d6 rounds.
Nice.
For 2d6 rounds?
Yep.
Okay, I'll roll the 2d6. That'd be 6.
Okay.
Okay, then I'm gonna go for the open doorway and swing through as close to the top of the doorway as I can.
All right. Give me an agility check. Roll d20. Try to roll under your agility score. Big roll.
I rolled a 4.
All
My
right.
agility is 13.
So you manage to dive past the stone golem. You get out the doors here. As you look back, you kind of hit the sand. As you look back, the stone golem, the guardian, closes the doors. Kind of gives you like a look of judgment as it does so. You look back in horror. You know there's nothing more probably that you could have done. Save these 3 that you led out here to the pass to the Sphinx. And you look around. And as you're looking around, you look at the 2 arms on either side of the Sphinx. Surely there is a tunnel or a passageway on either side. Maybe the true passageway. But you struck out today in your quest to help that lady in your dreams and gain favor with the King of Elfland. But maybe next week. Maybe next week. But in the meantime, let's have a little commemorative song, maybe, for those we lost. Crocus?
Before, I do want to see if I would have blinked out of existence.
Blinked out of
forever.
existence. The 2%. So
It's got to be a 1 or a 2 on a D100. It was not,
Yep.
so I'm
Okay.
definitely dead there. Now the
all right,
song.
we'll give you. I don't know. Should we? Is it the buzz? No. I think it's the Walt. We'll give him the Walt. Sorry, everyone.
Maybe mine there.
It's perfect because he kicks up a little. He kicks up a little dust there off the screen. Well, we're gonna call it the adventure done there. Unfortunately, we lost 3 PCs along the way, but BB survived and knows now that the supposed the seemingly main entrance is a false entrance, and BB might be able to find. You know, that forged map that you have is still pretty good. Yeah, you folded it up. You kept that real nice. You might be able to use that again to lure a couple other jabronis out of you.
Yeah, really.
Gonna have to find some better heroes this time.
Yeah, that's the real rumors. This is like the 8th adventuring party that BB's taken to this place.
Each time I escape with 1 hit point.
It's the major case of death in this region.
Well, I hope despite these circumstances you had fun. Definitely a very, very deadly kind of intro thing. So,
I think that's as close as a party can come to TPK and still have one drag himself up.
That's right. Mathematically, yeah. 1 hit point.
So this is Secrets of the Sphinx. This is one of the bonus adventures that was unlocked pretty early in the Kickstarter campaign for the Dark Tower. I'm gonna put the link to the Kickstarter there in the chat if you want to check out the campaign that Goodman Games has, raising money for Original Adventures Reincarnated number 7, the Dark Tower. They've got a number of bonus. I believe it's a trilogy. The Sacred, or the I'm blanking on the name of the trilogy, but dealing with the Sons of Set, the bonus adventures that they're going to be putting out that kind of expand the lore and adventure of the original from Judges Guild, so you can make it more of a campaign. This is a first chapter of that, and so we've got one more game, so we're going to do another game next Friday. We'll see how this next adventuring group fares as they return back to the Sphinx. So yes, don't go in the front door. If it makes you feel any better, I think the 5th edition group did the same thing. I think they went in here but in 5th edition you could maybe fare against 2 stone golems you can kind of deal with. They're much deadlier in your circumstance. All right. Well, we are 20 Sides to Every Story. Hope you enjoyed hanging out with us here on a Friday night playing some DCC RPG. If you want to stop by our Discord, get to know us. Great place to find other people to join in your games, find a game yourself. Probably a number of us will be hanging out there after the stream here, just hanging out in our voice channels. So come by, say hi to us. We'd love to get to know you. Maybe get in the game with you. We also run what we call the community campaign, which are just about wrapped up with, but we've been using Original Adventures Reincarnated number 6, Temple of Elemental Evil, to run basically a massive campaign for kind of anybody in the community. I think we have something like 40 some characters that at one point had stepped foot in the Temple of Elemental Evil. So that's a drop-in, drop-out game. If that sounds like something you'd like to do, just jump in the Discord and someone will point you in the way of how you can get involved with that. If you really like what we're doing, you want to support us, support the channel, you can do so with the Patreon. Put the link to that there as well. And with that, let's see if there is someone out there that we might be able to throw a raid to. Looks like a Goodman Games channel is streaming some content here themselves tonight, so let's go and say hi to them. All right, thanks everybody. We'll catch you next week, hopefully.